Good morning or afternoon, people of the world. We are just about set up here, just getting the last few details together. When we have large groups of players, it just takes a little bit of coordination to get everything online, but hope people are doing good. We will be playing the Gravedigger Dig session, which, depending on who from my server is in here, you have played, as I have run this about 3 times, I think, before with the server. So they haven't played it, though. They don't know what they're getting into. So if you have played it and you are watching today, please do not please do not spoil anything for our viewer or for our players. Oh, hey, Milestone Play. See you there in chat. You are the reason that I made a second follow-up video to my artist one. I have to keep an eye on your YouTube comments. They're a gold mine for follow-up videos. And let's see here. All right. So I'm going to be switching on all of the players here, and we're going to get underway. I'll let them each introduce themselves, and let's play some games. All right. We are all switched on, everybody. So, hi. For those that may not know me, I'm Peter. I'm the creator and lead designer of Tales from Elsewhere. And I have a group of content creator friends here that we're all excited to play a session of my game. So we're going to be hanging out today. I'm going to let each of them introduce themselves. So in order we use Video Ninja's order, because that's one we can all see. So Misty, why don't you start us off? Let us know who you are. And I've got links to each of your channels in the description of the video.
Hey.
Look at you. You're so on top of this
So
and
professional.
organized. So, hi y'all, I'm Misty. My channel is Misty Steps, and I am a fairly new DM GM in the world of tabletop RPG. I think I've been doing it for about 3 years now, so just kind of going on that journey and seeing what I learn. And I love D&D. I love Daggerheart. I've talked a lot about Daggerheart recently. Can't wait to talk more about Tales from Elsewhere. And I just hit my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, so more exciting stuff to come.
Woo. Love to hear it. And apologies to all those who know, I eat oatmeal on camera all the time because I'm a hungry boy. So I will be...
It's part of his brand.
It's part of my brand now. All right, Nico. Sorry, Pat, you're next on my list here on video. Why don't you let us know, Bone Wizard, what's up?
Hi, I'm Pat. I go by Bone Wizard on YouTube. I make a bunch of videos for D&D 5e, like how to, make classes better with homebrew and stuff like that. And just generally how to, get the most out of your game. I've been playing. I think I've been on this. Was it third? Been on screen?
It's
fourth?
like third time maybe on screen and fourth time playing.
Yeah, I adore this game. I love it. I have a blast every time. I made a character so good, Peter had to nerf it. And because, to be honest, it was too strong.
Yeah, a little bit too strong.
A little bit too strong. I was instantly killing things.
The hardcover version's not even out yet, and the min-maxers already.
Yeah, they already got their hands on it.
That's why we playtest things,
that's
right?
True.
That's why we're here. And I'm having a blast. I played 2 characters so far, and one I'm playing now is a blast. But we'll get into that later. But
yeah, we'll do character introductions later for sure. But yeah, when there's as many discrete features as in my game, because there's 133 of these edges, like it's a lot of permutations for me to test with my internal group. So letting people like Bone Wizard or just like backers start to try to break the game was really helpful. All right, next on my list we've got James. Why don't you tell us about who you are, what's your channel?
Hi, I'm James from DM with a Day Job. I've been playing mostly I'd say like 75% Dungeons and Dragons for 25 years. Channel is DM with a Day Job, where I talk about my trials, tribulations, and fun and enjoyment being a dungeon master. And I am a huge fan of Peter's channel. I use it a lot for like dissecting why I do, what I like. And so I'm really excited to play this game.
Awesome. And we have bonded previously because I had the distinct honor of interviewing you and your players for your long-term home game. That was super fun. That's highly recommend checking out that interview. It's really insightful, I think, into the 3rd edition era. I almost like the 3rd edition era mindset. Like, because we like were really big into 3 and 3.5, you and me. And so That's what I like about your channel is like I see myself and like my D&D, you know, like anyway.
Yeah.
I get it.
At least 2 of those players are going to be at Gen Con, so we will
heck
bother
yeah.
you.
Oh, I can't
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
That's going to be great. And next, and certainly not least, we have Nico. Why don't you tell us about yourself, my friend?
Hello, I'm Nico DeGaio. I go by Nico DeGaio. And I saw that my label has Nico, and I thought, well, of course they can't fit Nico DeGaio into the whole thing. That's way too long. And then I saw fucking Bone Wizard.
I can correct
Why
this
am I getting
right
called
now.
out for everything?
I'm getting here. I will fix this right now, Nico. I got you.
Also, I think it's amazing that to introduce yourselves. Hi, I'm Nico DeGaio. I go by Nico DeGaio.
Yeah, here.
Just
It's going to be smaller
just to
text, but I'm going to
clarify.
get you in. Yeah, I'm working on it right now while you introduce yourself.
I didn't actually even think it was something that could be like that easily changed. I was just like making a crack about it, but that's cool that it can be. I'm
Yeah,
jazzed
it's not
about that.
bad. Yeah.
The salty
Yeah, hi, so-
picante is a little spicy this
Yeah, the
morning. I
pecan.
love
We're
it.
a
I'm a
little
little
picante.
spicy. I'm a little spicy. I was hosting a burlesque show last night, and I'm hosting another one tonight. So it's like I got to stay in the energy. You know what I mean? But yeah, to introduce myself, Nico DeGaio, it's just actually what I go by. I'm a professional voice actor, an actor. They're both kinds of acting, and I'm a burlesque host. I'm also a professional GM and a very unprofessional GM. And I do not safe for work live streams for charity. And it all goes to a good cause. Not everyone's thing, but you know, it's still a good cause. And other than that, I'm just a silly little gal. I'm just a silly little lady. A baby.
Yeah.
A Vembo.
I do love that. Yeah, Thembo was on your like Discord like profile, if I remember.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
And,
for
I
a long
had-
time.
Oh, sorry. Please proceed.
No, just for context, for a long time, my pronouns were Vady Vembo, and I've recently changed them to Salsa Picante.
That's great. And we got to collab on something. I'm not very good at short form, and it was super fun. And I was taken aback with how much attention it got. Our collab about complexity in short form. I really enjoyed that, and I know we're talking about maybe some more shorts that I am excited.
I didn't want to
for.
put the pressure on you because I know you were putting this together. I've already recorded my half.
That's great.
Like literally, whenever you have a minute and a half and you can just sit down, you can use
Yeah.
your selfie camera on the toilet. I don't care.
Right.
But yeah, that video alone blew up my. Like I have a Discord community now. Like it used to just be a Discord server where I
That's
hosted my
awesome.
games, and like after that video, now I have like I won't be present, and I'll see I've missed like 30 messages, and it's just
Yeah.
people talking. I'm like, whoa,
That's great.
So thank you.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for
Pretty much-
toilet stream.
Yeah, I pretty much only record on the weekends because of the day job robs me of any good natural light. So.
Oh, it's okay. I recorded 12 videos at once. I changed my shirt so people wouldn't know it was all at the same time, but
They know now.
Yeah.
they know that. Well, you know, everyone who's smart enough to tune into this stream, and if you don't, you're dumb.
Big facts.
Yeah,
All right.
big facts.
And so we're
No
gonna
small
hop
facts
in.
here.
Yeah, no small facts here. And we will be trying to watch chat as much as we can. When we play these games, those that may have watched them before, this is very informal, right? We're not here to have a scripted game. This is like we just sat down at game night, had some beer and pizza, and we're just gonna play little games, have some fun. Maybe everybody will survive. We will see.
I'm gonna live forever.
Pizza
Maybe.
sounds really good.
Yeah, pizza is good. So, for those that don't know, which I don't know how many people showing up will not know, what we're playing is the game I wrote called Tales from Elsewhere Clockworld. This is a post-apocalyptic action horror Weird West role-playing game. And it's not very rules complex, but it's also not rules light. We kind of sit in the middle at the rules medium sort of way. There'll be some crunch in some parts, there'll be some smoothness in others, but
peanut
expect...
butter.
Yeah, like it's like crunchy.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Exactly. And for those that don't know, we will be getting a little violent. We do have horror here. Expect me to slather on some visceral details, but nothing you wouldn't expect going to see a moderately intense PG-13 movie, honestly. It's not that bad. And Bone Wizard and Misty have played with me before. They know I like to describe. But it's nothing too bad. As always, if anything is making you feel weird, just let me know. You can literally DM me also if you want to keep it private, and I will move on. But we're not doing anything crazy here today. We, in this game of Clockworld, are in what's called the Ruination. This is 100 years after a mysterious apocalypse basically destroyed the entire world. And what's left now, 100 years later, is a small strip of a world not so different from our own, of the South United States, that are called the counties. And people have held on for these last 100 years and are slowly rebuilding an actual culture. They have paper currency now to facilitate trade. They have pretty consistent rail lines that they're able to connect up again. So it's a world slowly on the rebound and slowly attempting to push its way back out. But outside of these counties is nothing but desolation and horror, because the calamity, as they call it, caused elsewhere a realm of madness and horror and nightmare to fully break into our world. To use D&D terms for those watching, it'd be like if the barrier between our realm and the far realm were shattered and they became very coterminous and stuff just like getting dumped in all the time. And much of humanity's fears have been made real. Their beliefs have been made real as elsewhere feeds on thought and psychic disturbance and so forth. But today, excuse me. Oh, hey, there's Twin Steel.
Twin Steel.
It's our boy.
Cheers.
It's your
The
boy.
goat.
He's been summoned. Congrats again, Twin Steel, on
We
Nimble, by the
love
way.
Twin Steel.
Nimble worked.
Hey.
Twin Steel works with Evan on Nimble. Anyway, so today, though, we're not out in the Ruination. We're not out on some harrowing mission. We start just over here in the little sleepy town called Jarrow Town. We are in Vale County, right on the edge of the mighty Chesapeake River. And this is a lumber town that doesn't get a lot of action. The rail line was only connected up only a few years ago to get the lumber out of there more easily than having to take it down the Chesapeake. And all of you have found yourself there for one reason or another. Some of you may have been brought there because recently the poker tables at the saloons in Jarrow Town have been absolutely on fire. Word has it that a branch of the 100 Blue gang, known as Fowler's Gang, came into town maybe about 6 months ago, absolutely loaded. Nobody's sure where they got all that money. Did they do a big heist back in Langstrom City? Did they hit a train? Nobody's sure. But they've been having money to spend and haven't been causing much trouble. They've just been spending it at the saloon on drinks and games and mostly staying under control. Jarrow Town just has one sheriff with really no deputies, a young woman named Sheriff Davis, and she is, for good reason, nervous, because something like a dozen or more of Fowler's gang now hang out in this town, and no one's sure why they're here and where their money came from and what they'll do next. So, for example, Nico de Gaia was that could be a reason why your character is here, right? As we will talk about shortly. But
I just printed out my character sheet.
You're all good.
I
So-
fuck with physical sheets.
oh yeah, physical sheets are the best. I try to design for play at the table as well. So we're here in Jarrow Town, and this is the middle of nowhere. But there are a number of NPCs that could be relevant to some of you, and we'll have you kind of improvise while you're here. For example, a scholar of forbidden knowledge is rumored to hang out here. He was discredited from the more upstanding universities and has since kind of become the local wino at the saloon, because kind of rambling about all of his theories about monsters. You could be here to help Sheriff Davis keep an eye excuse me, on Fowler's gang. Or you could be somebody who's really good with an axe, who happened to be working maybe at one of the local lumber yards to chop wood. One of you maybe that's relevant for. Or maybe you're here to trade, or just to gamble because you heard there's a lot of money exchanging hands at these tables right now. People are playing for much bigger sums than they normally would, simply because these 100 Blue members, they've got cash. Excuse me. I was at a game night and last night, and I played Blood on the Clock Tower, and it has tapped my voice box just a little bit.
Nice.
Because it was like
boy.
20 people. So here we are in It is a
Love
balmy...
James's token.
Yeah, yeah. He gave me a selection. That's the best. I was like, oh, hell yeah. So it is a balmy night here in Jarrowtown. So it's a little warm. We're in sort of Great Lakes, United States kind of atmosphere up here in
Wouldn't
the north.
know anything about that.
None of you know anything about Great Lakes states. And so it's kind of that warm, kind of humid evening. And it's getting late, or it's getting on midnight, and the four of you have been playing some poker. You know, maybe you know each other, maybe you don't, and it's totally fine to improvise that. And you've been actually playing with a member of Fowler's gang over the last several hours, and he's been perfectly pleasant. He's a man who goes by Deerford, and he's not great at poker, as all of you have found, but he seems to really like it, and he keeps, when he runs out of chips, he just pulls out some more coins and buys back in. So what we're going to do is have you each introduce your character with description physically of, you know, how they would present themselves, and for game purposes, kind of what your niche is, how you expect to operate. And then you're going to tell us how you play poker. What's your approach to playing a game of chance? Are you going to bluff people? Are you going to try to cheat? Are you going to try to count cards? Basically, pick a skill and roll it against either Deerford or one of the other players, and you will win a little bit of money. So just arbitrarily, we're going to start with Bone Wizard here at the top. Would you tell us here at the Hewn Log Saloon, sitting in that saloon, what is your character and what are they doing in this poker game?
Before we do that, how do I clear the dice off the thing? I just want to...
That's a good question. They should automatically go away, but Owlbear can be laggy.
If I roll another, what if we add more dice?
What if...
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's a lot of dice. And then there should be
Can I
like
make
a
things
clear
worse?
all option that pops
Clear
up
all.
towards the
Oh,
bottom right.
here we go.
Okay.
Really quick, Bone Wizard,
Yes.
do you have Blue Sky?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, but how I would be playing, all right, I fixed it. Cool. How my character, Cleveland Rivers, is a very tall, lanky guy, very big, bushy, brown beard. It's all very like unkempt. He's wearing what looks to be a steel plow, like the blades of a plow that's been shaped into armor. Think and like a welding shield, like is on like his head. He is part of the what was the Gleamers? That was it, right, Peter?
Gleaners, yeah.
Gleaners, that's right. They are he's basically was from this like the Mad Max gang in this world, effectively. Yep. Where they just didn't have bullets, so they just resorted back to just beating people up with just like blunt instruments and shit. So this guy kind of looks like has the Ned Kelly armor, so to speak. If you know, you know. And he is looking at these cards. You know, he's look. This boy not lucky. Every time I played a game with this character, there's been a job, and what's happened to this job? Never gotten paid. Always went bad. But
you've like
time,
lost friends on jobs too, even like it's yeah.
Dude got eaten. And then went to hell. Canonically.
Yeah, canonically that is what happened in a previous session.
Yeah. So, but this time he's got a good feeling. He had a good feeling the other times, but this time
is gonna be
this time is a good time. His hand. Oh, he's got a good hand. Pair of twos.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he is, but to him, that might as well be a royal flush. He is bluffing. Bluffing out of his mind.
Awesome. Oh, and everybody starts with 1 luck, by the way. You start with 1 luck, which you can use to re-roll any die rolls that you make, and you can also use it to make small narrative changes yourself to the scene, just as a reminder. So, sounds like you want to use maybe your guile to bluff.
I would.
And who are you trying to bluff against here? Why don't you pick somebody? You can pick Deerford or one of the other players.
Well, I gotta pick Mr. Moneybags.
Deerford seems to be loaded. All right, go ahead and roll against his guile. Against his awareness. Now, his awareness is adept rank. He's got decent eyes.
Okay,
So that is
well,
an
I'm
8
adept
or
to
higher.
guile.
So yeah, you need
So-
an 8 or higher.
I'm rolling a D10.
D10.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
1d10.
All right. Been a while.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Awesome.
I got
the bonus there.
a.
Yeah.
I got a 9.
You got a 9, so that succeeds, right? Yeah, you only needed an 8. So you are going to earn... Let's see what we get. $4 off of him. From that pair of 2s, which is
Hell
shocking.
yeah.
You bullied him into thinking you had something much better by simply being... you faked a tell, maybe, right? That you...
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's not good. Deerford's not great at this. Love that. So you're using deception, even though you're clearly somebody who knows how to swing an axe. Love it.
I just want to point out, this is the first time in all the sessions where we promised payment that I finally made money.
You have earned money. It is
I
official,
finally
rather than
did it.
being like
number has
trying
gone
to be
up.
sacrificed by cultists or something.
Which is really funny because my character, when you build the character, you have to build like what the horrible things they went through. And I picked like hit rock bottom because he was a bad at gambling, and so this is just reinforcing all his
Reinforcing bad habits. That's what we do around.
Yeah.
That's honestly, this game has a mild subtext of like addiction and bad habits. It's true.
It really does.
Grappling with them. All right. So next on our list we have James. I'm just gonna go clockwise from Bone Wizard. Who are you playing today, James?
I'm playing Grantham Kraus. Of late, I'm out of Longstrom, and I'm coming in here to try to find some way to pay back a debt that I owe. I find myself in unfortunate circumstances from previous poor choices, and I'm the kind of gambler who would count the cards and cheat if I thought you were cheating me. I don't want to make scenes so much as just make you regret your choices.
Right, so he
that
wouldn't
is not my
start
accent. I
by
don't talk
gambling.
like
Yeah, you wouldn't start by cheating, but if you feel like somebody's trying to cheat you, you'll turn it back on them, right?
Yeah. So seeing what's going on here, I'm going to try, and seeing Deerford being taken by our friend over there, I'm going to try to outbid Cleveland over there.
All right. And so what kind of skill are you thinking you're going to use? Are you trying to, you say you might try to cheat, like using your guile
I think
or your
I think at this
dexterity?
point, I don't think Cleveland's cheating. I don't think he's got the brains for that. I think in this case, I'm just counting those cards, and I'm seeing that there ain't no way he's got anything more than some low cards there. And I could probably pull off something more.
So counting cards might be like your acuity, maybe, if that's
Yep.
what you're
I
thinking.
would think that sounds about right. So
we're going to roll against Cleveland's awareness defense. So Cleveland, what is your awareness in the defenses section?
Oh no. The bonus is +2. I'm a novice, so is
So
that 6?
it's a 6. So you just got to get a 6 or higher, James.
okay, so and I'm rolling a D10 if I remember
D10.
right.
Yep, there's only 2 rolls. You do either a skill test, which is always a D10, or injury rolls, which is based on your weapon. Oh boy, just on the die alone. So that means that this is great.
The Lord giveth, the Lord
So
taketh away.
Grantham, you gain 8 of Cleveland's dollars. So you're down 4, Cleveland.
Well,
I had
I'm
money for
sorry
all
to
of
bust
1
your
minute.
bubble there, Cleveland. I'm surely regretting that this has come to this, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to take those coins.
You
Wait, hold on.
You thought you were going to
He
make
got
money
8.
today at Bone Wizard? Wrong.
Hold on. He has 8. Am I at 10? Like -$4.
That is how negative money.
Yeah,
works.
you're
fuck.
down $4 now. So
You son of a bitch.
Deerford, now going around. So Deerford, who has been a perfectly pleasant loser, honestly, the whole game, right? He's down overall. He is actually going to. He sees Grantham won a hand. Deerford is going to roll against you, Grantham. Deerford is rolling. He's going to try to use his bravado on you to try to bully you out of the hand. So he's rolling against your grit defense. What number is that? On your defenses section, we've got a grit defense.
This is for me?
Yeah. So what is your grit? You can just tell me the rank name.
My grit defense is novice.
Novice. So he needs to get a 6 or higher. He does not.
Ooh.
So he tries to bully you, and instead, Deerford loses he loses $6. It doesn't go directly to you, but like he's down from the hand now. So Deerford's actually bleeding cash tonight.
Relatable.
Yeah. Misty.
I appreciate that, Deerford, but I'm afraid you're just losing tonight.
Yeah,
it happens to the best of us.
He just can't seem to pick a winning strat, you know? All right, Misty, who are you playing, and what is her strategy?
Who's the richest person in the room?
You look
Aside
the richest.
from myself.
So you look the richest? Deerford is the one producing the most cash during play.
Okay. She's gonna go out. She's gonna ask for a round with Deerford then.
Mm-hmm.
She is a normal appearing human lady. Yun is her name. She's got just those pretty red lips. She's very structured. Everything is put together. Very like practically perfect in every way.
Misty, not to interrupt you, but real quick, if only there was just some really good art that depicted. If only we had that.
If only.
There was a
If
product that could just, it was just well illustrated.
I need to see it in my mind's eye. I completely lack creativity, and without someone else just giving me an image, I don't know what this could possibly
That's very
look like.
fair.
I don't read, okay?
Show us Lady Yun, please.
Yes,
DM.
hold please.
Sheriff.
I think sorry, I threw you a curveball.
No, it's
Improv,
okay.
dig up file.
Well, so in the background from the earlier shot, Yun is
This one
here performing the ritual.
Normal things.
Very
lady
normal lady
Listen,
things.
Have you ever met a lady who doesn't have a ritual planned with her girl besties every so often? Like, are you
Does
telling
she
me you
have-
know a lady who doesn't have a knife that looks like that?
You also can't do a ritual using a knife that isn't squiggly. Like
You
that's
need
just
a
fantasy
squiggly
rules
knife.
dictate.
This
That's
is
just the rules. Like, this is normal behavior, y'all. I don't know what you're
100%.
getting worked up about.
I simply
is a
told
book
the
club
artist.
meeting.
I told the artist like, and she has a ritual knife, and he knew exactly what to do.
Exactly.
I knew it's a squiggly knife, right? Like immediately, it's all you have to say.
Yep. Yeah, this
I have
artist requires
squiggly
very
knife.
little direction.
I have a squiggly knife. I'm sure,
Yeah.
James's wife has the Mrs. the Sheriff. I know has a squiggly knife. I know she has a squiggly knife. Anyways,
Yeah. We have more than one bladed implement in the home.
yes, and they're squiggly.
Exactly.
They're normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's gonna go for the one who she thinks is the biggest bang for her buck.
Yeah. That'll be Deerford hands down.
Great. She would love to roll up and join in a hand against Deerford. And
Cool.
it sounds like everyone else at this point.
Oh no! I mean, James targeted Bone Wizard. So no. Did you say you were buying him around, or did you say you're going a round of?
I'm going around
Okay,
with
sorry,
him.
yeah.
So I would like to.
Nice hat, Nico.
Go
Oh, that
against
hat
him.
is perfect.
Oh, fabulous. Pink Pony Club. I would like to use my guile to do this. So she is
I'm
absolutely
shocked.
going. Yeah, it's shocking. I know.
God.
I would love to use my guile for this and to deceive her. And she's going to do this by a little bit of playing dumb. Like, it's been so long since I've played poker. I'm just a proper lady. I don't know what I'm
Oh, is
doing.
this a good hand?
Is this a good hand?
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to be, it sounds like you're going against his awareness, his ability to read you, and which we've established. His awareness is decent. It's an adept rank, so you need an 8 or higher.
Okay. I
D10
have
plus.
master in guile.
You're pretty good at this.
I'm pretty good at this.
Don't roll a 1. That's all you got to do.
Don't roll a 1.
The game's easy. Just don't roll a 1, right?
I win.
You win.
Hey. Hell yeah.
So
Because that's a +6 for master.
yeah,
correct?
yeah, you are good.
Whoa.
Oh, you earned $10 off of Deerford.
$10.
$10. That is a lot of dollars, honestly, in this game.
I now have $35 on my character.
Yeah, you
What
started.
is the,
in this economy.
What's the exchange rate? Like, what is $1 like in our current time? Like, off the top of your dome.
Okay, so this is getting into a little bit of my economics compression that I did because I was avoiding cents in this for simplicity of math, because doing coppers and silvers and golds is a little bit tedious. Imagine it's like easily 10x what we would have today. So one order of magnitude.
I lost $400.
Yeah, so it's a lot, but the value of certain things are skewed because it's post-apocalypse.
So, like, if I were to, so how many nights at an inn would $35 get me if I needed to?
You know what? That's a great question. Let's check the rule book.
Wow, look at that!
Wow.
What do you know? So while I'm
prepared.
checking this, for anybody that's watching and isn't familiar, my game was successfully funded on Kickstarter last year. I'm only accepting PDF pledges at this point. However, any PDF pledge gets access immediately to the nearly 400-page beta that doesn't have any art in it yet. So if we look at the saloon vendor, let's see. A luxury suite,
Wish my
though,
printer
is 50,
cried at.
Yeah, is $50 a night. So you couldn't stay with a luxury suite with $30. But even just your own private lodging is only $5 a night, and that includes food and stabling. So you could stay for over a week, or you could stay for a week in your own private room in the Hewn Log Saloon on that.
Excellent. Just looking for context on that.
Absolutely. That's pretty darn good. Like, you could get yourself a gun with $35, which is good. Guns are valuable and a little expensive. But it couldn't buy you a flamethrower, because that's like $300. Things that the tinkerers make are pricey.
I just need to keep playing dumb and I'll get there. Give me a few more rounds.
No one in a playtest who have used the roguelite shopping rules where you can roll has gotten a flamethrower to happen yet. They all check. They have not gotten it successfully, but none of them have enough money anyway. Too bad we don't. Oh, you know what? Having Dave Carroll. Yeah, I really should have made the final camera a camera on my bowl of oatmeal sitting next to my desk right now. I have breakfast here,
Cute.
and I have this delicious banana bread cake my mother-in-law made, or banana bread, not cake. But yeah, there's no sadly food cam.
I will say, banana bread is pretty cake.
It's very cake-like.
It's close.
Yeah, and she makes these great very low-sugar versions of things, which are good for me.
I know that you guys couldn't see me on camera when you were talking about banging your mic with your oatmeal bowl, but I want you to know that with 100% certainty throughout this adventure, at least once, will I tell you to bang me like one of your oatmeal bowls.
That's a new one. Fair.
Hit me like an oatmeal bowl, Peter.
So the comments are, guns are good.
He's back.
Quoting, Twin Steel says, in quotes, guns are good from Peter. Oh boy, that's a great line out of context. And yeah, the flamethrower has a stock mod of -7, which makes it almost basically impossible to find unless you're in a big city. Okay. Next, we have Nico DeGaio. Who are you playing today? Tell us about them.
Hey, so I'm playing, by the way, I know we're not using physical dice. I just want you to hear the sound. I don't know if the noise gate will cut it out, but this is the sound that happens when I roll my dice on this table.
Oh, that's a cool sound, though.
Are you rolling a rock on a gong?
It's because my microphone arm has like springs in it and stuff. So whenever something hits the table, it reverberates through the springs and the microphone. It's pretty neat.
That's funny.
That is a cool sound effect, though.
It is a cool sound effect, isn't it? And you caught me right as I was trying to pull up the stream so that I can watch the chat.
Oh.
But I just realized that as soon as I pull up the stream to watch the chat, it fucks up the stream. So I'm gonna stop doing that. I'll trust you guys. I just need better internet. Anyway, okay, so the name's Mudo. I'm a robot.
Yeah.
I can't.
I spitting nothing but facts right now.
And I'm flying.
Where's the lie?
It's the
It's like
pink hat that
posted up.
got me.
Posted up. I got my gun in my holster, and I'm just hanging out over here. I got my feet up on the table, and I'm just posting. I'm just posting while people are playing their games. Because here's the thing. I may be a vigilante, but in my own special way, I'm a man of the law because my character is not non-binary. And actually, my character is canonically non-binary. Fuck me.
Correct.
I am a robot of the law,
That's
even though
right.
I kill people if they break it. And
I
anyway,
like to think
so-
your character's having this monologue, like they're trying to figure themselves out. Like, I'm a character
in
of
my
law,
head,
or am I?
in Muto's head, I'm just playing this whole thing. I'm justifying all the bullshit I do.
I
Yeah.
like to think you just everything, the words you're saying just scream uncertainty, but you say it with confidence.
and we have
Someone's
Muto's
like-
art here as well on screen.
Oh yeah, right.
Someone just screaming like, "Oh no, they're gonna catch us!" And I, how do we get out of here? And I go, I have no idea.
He smiles. tips
That's a
his hat.
great question.
So okay,
I was
so
hoping
Muto-
you would know.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask. All right, so Muto's like posted up in the back, and they're what is it when you they're just like checking the bets, right? Like they're just laying down the minimum and stuff like that. Now here's a question. It says that I am familiar with laws. Do I know whether or not gambling in the first place is legal around these parts?
You would.
Well, you're breaking
Gambling
the law
is
if you
not
are.
illegal.
It's not illegal.
Not
Okay.
illegal. So that's
Cool.
you asked a great rules question that we can clarify for the viewers as well. Knowledge isn't something you roll randomly in this game. It is either you're an expert in something or you're familiar in something, and that just lets you know stuff. If you're an expert in something, you could teach a class on it, right? You know every little thing about it. Everything there is to know for somebody in the world. If you're familiar, you know the major beats. You could give people high-level descriptions of things. You're aware of key information. So being familiar with laws means you don't know every law in every town, because that sounds boring. But you're familiar enough to know important details wherever you go.
So
Gotcha.
Here's the thing. He has knowledge of law.
Yeah.
I have knowledge of crime.
Yeah.
Now, the easy thing to say was I know about crime syndicates and he knows like the law world. I think it's more funny to interpret that he only knows legal things to do and I only know illegal things to do.
Yeah. So being
I'm about to do
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
something real fucked up.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't printed on my character sheet, I swear I wouldn't even bother with this Bone Wizard.
Excuse me.
As you should. But, honestly, this is a great... Talk a little bit about lore. Clocks, as they're called, these robotic people, decide their own fate. They wake up out in the Ruination, a little bit like Warforged in Eberron, for those that are familiar. They wake up having no people, no purpose, but a personality already to some degree, and shadowy memories of a time before the calamity. And it's all about it's a very self-actualization. Who they are, what they do is up to them. But there's a challenge to that. You don't have, it's on you now, right? To decide what that is. And some of them very much identify as maybe masculine or feminine, or some of them, they don't even bother, right? What's the point? Before clocks cannot reproduce. There is a finite number of them in the world. And so they are almost a doomed people. Anyway, that's right.
Can they age?
They do degrade, but they don't. People are finding robots out there in the world that are hundreds of years old. So you don't think that clocks can die of old age either. They're oddly immortal in some ways. They can be blown to bits, of course, though, and their parts can leak like their blood like oil, because they're a simulation of a person, and no one knows how to make them. They're from another time. They could not be. So you could go to a doctor or a tinkerer, and they could try to help put you back together. But just like we can't literally build a new person in fiction, you have to do it the old-fashioned way. But
do you go find a mechanic for an oil change, or do you go to your primary care physician for a check?
you would go to a mechanic. You can't
Primary care mechanic.
Yeah, primary care mechanic. A medical kit is not the right tool for the job to treat their injuries. It's a tinkerer kit. That's kind of the mechanical thing there. But you are a person, right? You're a person. Anyway, but yes, Muto is canonically non-binary. Gender is not part of Mudo's identity, really, in that way.
The secret
The
to
law
non-binaryism is giving one less fuck.
yeah. My pronouns are the law. Right?
Law and law.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. So you're watching
so
the game.
Mudo-
Sorry, yeah.
so Mudo's just posted up in the corner, just betting the minimum, just keeping an eye out on the goings on, because I have a little bit of history with Salamanca, the 100 Blue Bandit, who leads a part of this gang. So I do not feel to the extent to which I feel feelings. I do not feel comfortable with this situation and the way they have nested themselves in this town. So I'm looking around. Mudo's counting cards like, I mean, just nobody's fucking, like in the same way that I go pew pew with my guns. I know exactly where to shoot. Mudo's just like scoping the perimeter and watching. And they're like, okay, that guy probably cheating. That guy cheating, but doing a terrible job of it. I'm just like, my eyes are eagle eyes.
Yeah.
Eagle eyes.
So you're probably positioned with like your back to a wall, right, as well, being able to have a full view of the saloon and like
when I was leaning back in that chair,
that
just
was
like
accurate.
against that was like actual.
Love it. Yeah. And so this is what's been bothering you, Mudo, since you got here. They're not committing any crimes that you've seen, right? You're watching for it.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like when you know somebody's up to no, like you know that this person 110% of the time they do bullshit.
Yeah.
The fact that they're not doing bullshit makes me feel very uneasy.
100%. And Sheriff Davis, who you've talked to many, you're here to, I imagine almost here to help, right? She needs the backup because it's a lot. This is a sleepy town normally. She just has to usually like bust up a bar brawl because a couple of lumberjacks had a little too much to drink and you got to have them sleep it off. That's usually all you got to do in Jarrow. But with like a dozen armed, it's not illegal to carry a gun, right? So these armed folk come around and they're 100 blue. They proudly wear their colors, the blue sashes, blue bandanas, and then they just sort of chill. Something ain't right.
It's like a ticking time bomb, and I feel it. I feel from the moment you told me what was going on, I was like, dude, I would feel so uncomfortable in that situation.
Yep. And the locals at first were really uncomfortable. A lot of the locals have started to get accustomed to it because the 100 blue are paying their businesses, right? They're spending money. So some of them are like, well, they buy a lot of booze at my saloon. So, you've got cards. Excellent. So let's have you roll an acuity test because you're not necessarily trying to use your acuity to win at poker. You're using it to win whatever other game is actually underneath right now. You know what I mean? Like there's a game at foot. So let's have you roll an acuity test. So 1d10 plus your acuity bonus, and let's see if you can get an 8 or higher, an adept rank test. And just a reminder, you can always re-roll. Don't need no re-roll around here. Nat 10. Another just quick rules thing. Natural 1s do not automatically fail, and natural 10s do not automatically succeed.
Fuck.
But you will roll. You only needed an 8, so you defeat it anyway, right? You'll know the target number before you roll in this game, so you can threat assess as needed. So you're watching, and you're watching Deerford. You're watching Jenny Two Teeth. You're watching all these other bandits who have been playing, and some of them are cheating a little bit, but in I guess you say a normal poker kind of way, right? Where maybe they try to do a shuffle that isn't a proper shuffle, but nobody's doing something overt. Now, cheating at a game of cards is illegal in the counties, but all you do is throw them in jail for the night, and then that's it. Like, or they got to pay back their chips. It's not, you couldn't like bust up Fowler's gang on that.
Yeah.
But you do know oh, sorry, go ahead, please.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Carry on.
I was going to say the other bit of detail is, the 100 blue, right? You've wrangled with them before. These folks are spending their money pretty freely, which means they're loaded.
Yeah, why do they have so much money to spend?
Exactly. And you haven't, with your roll, you can tell that they don't have a care, almost. A lot of them. Like, they're carefree about this, which is also a little odd, right? This is a gang. at the end of the day. So something is certainly afoot here, but you can tell that somebody like Deerford, who appears guileless, right? Deerford's not super clever. He hasn't given anything away, though, is what you note. Like, it's like he might be, some of them might not even know. So something's up, right?
I continue to monologue in my brain, and I say,
I looked across the poker table. And
I say, something's wrong when the fish don't smell like fish.
Mm-hmm. That is apt. So you continue playing, and it's getting on midnight now, right? It's late, but like I said, most of you have been earning money. Most of you are up overall. There was a pause there that really cracked me up.
Some of us more than others.
Some of you more than others.
I make no apologies, Bone Wizard.
And you know what? I had placed you, Nico, in the perfect place already here in the saloon with your back to the corner. But being able to see out a window. So y'all are hanging out. Oh, sorry. Somebody say something? Sorry, I missed that.
Just question for the setup of this is I understand that we're playing a cooperative role-playing game, right? But to which degree are our characters consciously cooperating in this scenario?
So all of you now know each other after playing some poker, and in times of trouble, in intense times, some people rise to the surface. Clearly, if you can sense are capable, right? And canonically, Mudo has actually interacted with Yun before, like in history, and knows Yun maybe not always a normal, regular lady, but is somebody that can be trusted to fight against the bigger evils. Cleveland appears to be a day laborer who just happens to be here, like a regular guy. Like he literally has like I imagine your felling axe is just like leaning against the corner, right? Because he looks like he just works here.
I feel like I'm wearing scrap mail armor. I
yeah.
Might stand out a little.
So you wear that just like playing poker, right? Into the seat.
He never takes it off.
He never takes it off.
Dude, he has one set of clothes.
That's fair. He's had a tough time, and you were about to be up $4, and it happens.
Robbed.
So they're not flying the blue colors, so they're not bandits. And people in fiction, people look out for each other in this world, right? This is a world where there's literal monsters at the gates, and if you don't get with a picture on that, you might as well be a monster yourself, right? So this is a story of people against monsters. There's very much that feeling. And so the people at your poker table, maybe mine is Deerford, they seem to be competent. And so and after playing poker for a couple hours, like, they could probably be counted on in a pinch. We'll establish that for this session.
Cool.
The pre-gens all have specifically tied in backstories that anyway. But since we're doing a mix, that we'll just kind of fast forward through that.
I read it. I did my homework.
Oh, no,
I definitely did
that.
my homework.
Yeah, I can tell.
I think I'm the only one not playing a pre-gen.
No. Bone Wizard's Cleveland is also a homebrew one.
What's his last name, by the way?
Apparently, it's Fart Sniffer, I guess.
I don't remember that. I've only remember Cleveland. Oh, Cleveland Rivers. Oh yeah, we can add in.
I'm sorry, I changed it earlier, and I've been waiting this whole time for someone to notice.
That's great. I didn't notice.
I wouldn't have fucked with it, but you said this was like a home game, so I'm sorry for cruising. I'm definitely doing it too much, but
not at all. So
I wouldn't have changed it. I was just being a silly Willy or a Sillium William because I don't know y'all like that. Yeah,
Sillium William.
So y'all are playing poker, like I said. It's about midnight, and you hear a ruckus, as all good adventures start. You hear a ruckus. The sounds in this quiet evening of boots running through the street. And a hollering.
I hear a ruckus.
You do. You hear a ruckus. You hear a hollering sound. And you hear somebody shouting, coming down the street. Oh, God, save me. They're after me. They're after me. And bursting into the saloon, through the Batwing doors, is of Professor Bedediah Donner, who... Professor Donner. Last name.
Bedediah is almost a name.
Almost a name. Professor Bedediah Donner comes bursting in, they call him the professor. He's kind of a washed up drunk, but he's clearly a man of education. He comes bursting in and looking around, runs up to the sheriff, grabs her by the lapels. Sheriff, you gotta help me! And the wafting in with him is the smell of liquor on him, very strongly. And he has a ragged, torn to pieces bouquet of what was likely flowers. He says, Sheriff, you gotta help me. I was out there paying my respects, and he's come for me. I know I should have joined her when she passed, but I'm long overdue. He's come for me, Sheriff, and he's just raving about somebody coming for him. And what are all of your knowledges, if you wouldn't mind me asking? Let's start with Misty. What are your knowledges on Yun?
I am an expert in Eldritch.
Okay.
And familiar with Exodus Cult and High Society.
Okay. And Nico, what are Mudo's knowledges?
I am an expert in crime.
Nice.
And I'm familiar with geography and laws.
Got it. And James, what is Grantham? What are Grantham's knowledges?
I'm an expert in gambling, and I'm familiar with the high society, and I am a local expert.
Oh, so both. This is one of the first times we've had two people with high society. It's so rare. We could get fancy.
I love it.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah, please. That's what this session is now entirely about.
Question.
Yes.
I have something in my backstory that would tell me. I assume, obviously, that this is not the train ride to Livingston with Salamanca, right?
Correct.
So, but what are the odds that there's like multiple female bandit leads in the Wild West? Now, I don't know what the situation is like, but especially if I know that people think she's a baddie, the fact that they mentioned like I should have joined her, the bouquet of flowers. Is this something that Mudo, thanks to their backstory, might piece together?
Yeah,
or
so
make the assumption of.
Well, Salamanca is a slippery snake of a lady, and if another 100 Blue gang is trying to move in on Fowler's territory, that could be a disaster for the town, because it's a loose organization, right? They're usually not supposed to fight each other, but yes, in your session, Bone Wizard, you killed her. So
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure you
Oh,
killed
then
her.
never mind.
No,
But
we did.
she's not
She
even
got
around.
away.
Oh no,
She
she
got
slipped.
away.
Yeah. Oh right, yours. She got away. So
I feel like if
she's at
someone
large.
mentions that, Cleveland would just be like,
Uh-oh.
I met her.
Yeah, she's great. So you're not
So I,
sure
like,
who the
lean
she
in.
is here, but that's that could be really dangerous if there's competing 100 Blue nearby.
I look around and I say to the others, I look at Cleveland and Yun and Grantham and I go, that could be real dangerous if she's around.
It is. And sorry, really quick, Cleveland, what are your knowledges? I think I remember them, but tell me again.
Crime, geography, and gleaners.
Gleaners, right. So what the professor is describing, and he keeps to raving, he says, Mildred's grave, he clarifies, conveniently. Mildred's grave, I was putting flowers there. I hadn't been back in a while. I had to work up the courage to go see her. But I heard the whistle. I heard it, and he's shaking her. I heard it, Sheriff. It means he's come for me. My time is overdue. And none of your knowledges seem to know what this is. Now, Misty, Yun is an expert on the Eldritch. So you're the Rolodex, like the Eldritch tome of all of your research on the horrors. This could be hard to know. This could be some sort of ghost, though, maybe, that he's talking about, which would be more unholy things than eldritch things. But you know that eldritch creatures wear the faces of men, right? Like they've been known to deceive. So something supernatural is what he's describing for sure.
She's gonna definitely walk over to the professor as he's panicking at the sheriff and be like, Professor Donna, what in the world are you talking about? Can you calm down and explain a bit more to me?
He grabs from somebody else their like glass of whiskey and downs it, to give himself some liquid courage, and he says, "So I was there. I was there in the cemetery, and It was a quiet night, a warm night. I thought I could stay out there a while, but I heard the whistle on the wind. You know the whistle, he says, and you're like, no, we don't know the whistle. He says,
Oh, the whistle.
the whistle, he says, I've read about it before, never heard it once, but I know it was that. They say when you're overdue for your grave, he comes for you. The Bootyard Bilker. He comes to take you back to when you've overstayed your welcome, and he starts to shake you now. And I've been on this earth too long, he says. So he's talking about some folk myth, like a monster that takes you to your grave when you've cheated the devil or something. As you're trying to calm him down, he says, and I saw them rise from their graves. They've come to collect me, he says. And you hear a scream from somewhere south in town, and the sound of glass breaking. And then you hear the creaking at the back door of the saloon as many feet step on floorboards, and you see the back door, which is currently closed, a proper door, shake and scratching sounds at the back door.
Well, I
Cleveland-
do believe we're about to have some guests.
Does
Cleveland's
this-
gonna sigh. And
Yeah,
just,
everybody. Yeah.
he's gonna be like, and he's gonna take out a pack of cigarettes, light one up, and just be like, he looks to Mudo and Grantham because they're next to him, like, hey, you want some, mate? You want to light up?
You want tobacco is good for you in this game, so
It is.
And Mudo-
would not mind. Don't
Mudo-
smoke, kids, but I would not mind.
yes, please. Like there is substance abuse that happens because this is the Wild West. So we'll
Smoking
say
is
like
bad, but in this game, it gives you what is it? Focus.
your focus till the end of your next turn. So you're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
share.
gonna put my hand
Yeah.
down on the table too, and I'm just like, time to fold them. And I sit up, and I pull out my rifle.
Yeah, I love it. That looks like Han's gun?
It has to be. It's like exactly like Han Solo's
it's
gun,
exactly
just
that
painted
form
poorly.
factor, his blaster. Yeah.
Did that scream sound human?
Yes, that was a person scream. And what we're going to do is we're going to enter turn-based play now. What that means is that we're going to alternate. The players all have a turn together, and then all the threats have a turn together. This can happen in whatever order you want. You each have 2 actions. Moving is an action in this game. You can split it up with your other action if you want. But those actions can happen in whatever order you as a group want them to. Very free form. So once all of you have done what you want to do, then I move all of the threats. They can only react to you during the player turn. So on the player turn, who wants to spring into action first? And if you prefer, we'll go around the table in just sort of a normal like turn order if you'd like. But does anybody want to hop in and do something right away?
Would it be cool if rather than just hopping in and doing something right away, is this the kind of game where it's encouraged to like collaboratively discuss with the rest of the table like ideas and thoughts?
Yeah, teamwork is OP, and so that you all have this turn together, and it's great to talk it over if you want to come up with a strategy. But if the table would prefer a traditional my turn, then your turn, then your turn, also totally cool. It's basically free form.
Before we get into the collaborative part here, Peter, can I just ask some clarifying questions on the map? You said the
Absolutely.
back door is where we heard the rattling. Is that the one over on the right?
Right here.
Okay.
And then the front door is here, and there's some windows kind of here, and then there's the town. And across the street, you can kind of see them. There's 100 Blue like lazing about as well across the street. And inside the saloon with you are just other townsfolk, really just people hanging out playing cards.
Did the scream come from, can we tell if it came from the back door or more towards the front door?
Probably more towards the front door, you'd say.
And Donner came through which door?
Front door.
Great, cool.
And interacting
Okay.
with and by the way, just like interacting with the environment, like picking things up, opening doors, all that's considered incidental. We don't track that. You can just do it. It's just
Also,
Yeah.
if it's
Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
before this all like
Mhm.
started, did any of you guys smoke the cigarettes?
yeah. Did somebody
Just-
want to like?
Yes.
So you are all. If you take a cigarette from Cleveland, you will high roll, have advantage on all your skill tests until the end of your
Sick.
next turn.
Also,
Yes.
I need to get rid
Cleveland's
of
offering. I'm taking.
Yeah, use them.
Yeah.
That's what the consumables
So-
are there for.
I
What
took his money. Now I'm going to take his cigarettes.
I'm giving you one.
Yeah, I actually I was holding my pencil earlier like a cigarette, so
Ah,
I'm gonna
perfect.
say that that's canonical now.
Mhm.
Okay.
I also want to say that out of character, Peter didn't know this. One of the few like silly phobias that I have is I have a genuine fear of zombies.
Oh my, well this, you let me know if I slather on the details too much then.
No, fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball.
Okay. I
grow up today.
genuinely, I also find zombie stories terrifying and I love them. But like, they creep me out. I've used my own fears to fuel my game design.
It's
know
the
what's
uncanny valley
scarier?
aspect
It's
of it.
therapy.
Yeah, 100%,
You know what's-
Nico. Like, the twisting of the familiar is what makes it just... Anyway.
Mhm.
I agree.
You know what's scarier than a zombie? This lizard in the corner. It's fucking huge. Do you
That
guys
is a
see this
big
shit?
lizard.
Holy fucking shit.
Probably like a Gila monster.
Yeah.
The
That's a
iguanas,
Komodo
they get pretty
dragon,
big.
dude.
Look, okay, this Chepeku town map isn't technically the right biome for Vale County, which is more like the Great Lakes states. So forgive
Well,
me.
this is the calamity
We're-
acting of it.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
giant horned lizard.
Yeah, we're getting so hung up on the details. All right,
Anyway.
carry on,
That's
carry
okay.
on.
I am
Uh,
interested in either checking out, like looking out the window, or opening the front door to see if I can see who's screaming,
Yeah.
or like blasting out a window on the back door and shooting out anyone there if anybody else has any thoughts on what they'd like to do.
I think
I
that
have-
I would depend on where you guys are going.
I have
Um,
a fair amount of movement as Yun. So, Peter, if I were to go out the front door and kind of like
Mhm.
sneak around the side to see what's at the back, do I have enough movement to do that?
Yeah, let's see. You could probably... So you're going to go out the front door and go all the way around, you're thinking?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking like do a sneaky sneak around the
I
back.
like a sneaky
kinda
sneak.
peek
That would
around.
probably take both of your actions in total to go all the way around, because this back door is on the second floor. What you could do is actually, if you use both your actions, you could go up to the second floor of the saloon and look out the top sneakily. But you'd have to run all the way up the stairs and out the back. I think actually, you know what? If you stay inside, you could just come up here, the second floor. One action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
don't you roll me a
I'll-
little sneaky sneak, though?
A little sneaky sneak.
And let's just make
Okay.
that novice rank, so just 6 or higher. It's not very hard. And you can open real sneaky sneak the back door. Oh, crushed it. Because you're plus
Nailed
6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need not a 1 and I win.
Yeah.
I love God.
So you
Oh.
sneaky sneak up the back, out the back, up to the second floor and up to like this staircase. Peek out, and you see 6 desiccated, rotting remains of humans, very rotted away, almost skeletal at this point, because Jarrowtown Cemetery is one of the oldest cemeteries in the counties, actually, because this was a trapper town back when people first explored these lands. They're rotted almost entirely away, and they're scraping at the back door, and you think they'll break through it if you're not careful. They will they're starting to pry pieces of wood off from the back door. There's 6 of them. That's what you see from that vantage point.
Reacting to that
Mhm.
reacting to that specifically, even before we had the discussion,
Yeah.
the reason I was going to ask was, would everyone feel comfortable with my character immediately like putting shit in front of the door? Like, I'm not going to wait to find out what's scratching at the door. My character, I was thinking, would just like immediately start grabbing tables
Love
and
it.
shit and like shoving stuff in the way. Misty, I know you're still doing something. I just wanted to bring that up if that affects anything you're about to do.
Nope. I was just gonna. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you can
peek
whisper
open the
back.
door. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see what it is. I close the door, and I'm like, all right. So here's what's going on. We're gonna stay. We're doing the teacher voice.
Mhm.
Okay. There's a
staying
situation, but we're
calm.
staying calm.
Mhm.
No one scream. No one panic. We're going to take care of this together.
And Sheriff Davis makes eye contact with you and nods. And just really quick, what she's going to do is she gathers the civilians opposite away from the door. And this guy kind of like she pulls them back quietly to help you do that. The civilians to pull away. For your information, Nico, rules wise, for when they're nothing in the rules ever make you act afraid, right? Like take away your agency. If you opt in to like losing your turn to your fears, you gain another luck coin, and you can have up to 3. You may choose to have the fear be too much in game, and you are rewarded with a narrative meta currency for doing so. But it is your choice.
Where are my fears?
Oh, it is up to you. Like in the moment,
Oh.
if you want Mudo to have a fear of zombies, let's go. Right? Whatever. Like it is very open-ended. Traits at the top are kind of where the starting point
Gotcha.
of character ideas are, but you could gain new ones if you want. Like I think it was Stephanie's character that was, I forgot what she started to get really afraid of. It was some monster she encountered in her 2 sessions. Anyway, just for your information, that is something you can do. You gain a narrative metacurrency if you'd like the fear to be too much for your character at any moment. It is highly,
Gotcha.
I don't approve it. Like it is player driven. You all choose
Right.
to do so. Cool.
Right. So
yeah. So you want to move some stuff in front of the door here?
yeah. I
love
think
it.
Mudo says ain't no time for horsing around. We got to put some stuff in front of that door. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna add a robot stutter. We need to put some stuff in front of that door.
Nice.
God, he's glitching out.
So yeah,
I just have little glitches.
That's just one of your actions to bar the door, and that has now made it harder for them to get through. So they'll need to get a higher total number to make progress through the door.
And this would be like simultaneous to Misty's character running up,
All at the same time.
Yun running up and
Love
stuff. And so like I start barring the door, and then you run up there. And what do you say as I'm barring the door? Do you tell us, like, do you convey what's happening?
Yeah, I would during like my calm teacher voice of like, we have a situation. Here's what's outside. We're not gonna panic. My camera keeps like flickering, and honestly, I love that for Yun in particular.
Yeah. As
I'm gonna
her
let it-
form
I'm gonna
is
let it
flickering.
happen.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let that happen. But yeah, she's just gonna explain like, okay, so here's what I see. Here's the situation. Don't panic. Everyone get away from the doors. Like, stay safe, stay together, where it's easier to defend. Those of you who can fight or have a weapon, like, put yourself strategically.
And I'm
We're doing the
also
teacher
gonna
thing.
Mudo, while I'm putting stuff in front of that door, will turn around to some of the other folks who I guess they've now moved to one corner of the room. But I was gonna say, if you're able-bodied, you put that piano over there in front of the other door.
In front of the front door.
Yeah,
Is that
so
what you're
we're
talking
kind of blocking both doors.
Sure.
So
And you could
before
there's
they
windows
go out the front
you could,
door,
Oh yeah. You want to check it first?
I want to see
I like
who
it.
screamed out the front door.
Duh, that's right.
No,
Sorry
that's
about
great.
that.
We can. This all happens whatever order the players want, right? We can retroactively shift it around. You're building your own narrative here. There, hit the mic again with my watch. This time.
Oatmeal.
Not oatmeal. That was my watch. All right. So you go to the front door and you see these 100 blue starting to run, and you know that they have like their little like hideout, like their hangout is up the hill. They're starting to run, and looking south, you see
Oh no.
many zombies. They've come into the town, and some are breaking into the glass of another business. You can see them like breaking into the glass and prying at the door of some business, and that's where you think the scream came from. But there's also many zombies walking
That's
up the
so
street,
many.
coming to the sounds. It is a lot.
Do I know that
for-
building?
I'm
Looks
sorry,
like a
this
general
building?
store. in
Yeah, it's
the-
like a general
the
store.
paper.
And for those that haven't played before, things like you don't take damage in this system. Like if zombies bite you, that is bad. Like
You're
a zombie
so
bite
not.
is like very deadly in this game.
Ask me
So-
how I know.
Yes,
So-
they're gnarly.
In the decision making that's going on in Grantham's head,
Hmm.
there are a lot of people in this building
There
that
are.
are armed. There is a bunch of zombies breaking into a room for somebody else, and hearing the scream from there, I'm kind of imagine myself as the Western equivalent of the character that can't leave well enough alone. And would do something about it. So
Yeah,
while
I
I'm
mean-
not going to go do it, I will use my Deadeye suppressing fire.
Oh,
I'd like to fire at those zombies that are breaking there to try to get their attention.
I love that. Zombies go to loud noises. So you're going to roll with this. You do a distract test using your ranged skill, right? You use your gun. So the zombies are only a layman rank. You only need a 4 or higher. Can you fail that?
With my range, no.
Yeah.
I'm 4 adept already.
Then you don't even need to roll because ones don't automatically fail unless you're in agonizing pain. which is a different thing. So you can lean out. This would be your second action and fire and distract the zombies. And which kind of gun are you using?
That would be a 6-shooter.
Cool. And I forget the effect of suppressing fire with 6 shooters, but
Suppressing fire with firearm range skill, fire harness success for each ammo. Suppressing fire compact. Rank test goes up 1.
okay, so it would be more. So you extra automatically succeed.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah, you
really
are
succeed.
Good. Yeah, you are good.
And they're
Zombies
slowed.
appear easy to distract. Oh, and they're slowed. Is that what you said?
Yeah, according to suppressing fire, if successful, the target is also slowed until the end of their next turn.
Oh wow. Okay, so they turn to the sound of gunfire at that. So do all of these. These ones are suppressed. These ones all also come to the sound of. They hear the sound of gunfire. So that was 2 actions. Now you guys wanted the civilians to help move something in front of this door, right? That's what you were kind of saying, like the piano right here now?
Yeah.
And you can just step back from that, Grantham. I like that. So yeah, they help bar the door. Now there are windows along this wall as well that are a concern. Okay, so that was 2 actions from Grantham, 1 from Yun, 1 from Mudo. And Cleveland, what are you thinking now? We'll maybe pop over to you.
So he just like is like, I came here to just get some money. Hopefully nothing go bad. Misery follows me wherever I go.
It's like he's got bad luck or something.
That's almost like that. He's gonna point to this guy, the guy behind the bar. He's like, "Hey, you. What's your name?"
Sorry, it was a bad time for me to take a bite of my banana bread. And he says, Joshua.
Joshua, you want to get out of here alive?
Yes, please.
All right, Joshua. Do me a favor. Bring me a shot. Whiskey.
He says,
Preferably
okay.
top shelf.
Okay. He shakingly pours he spills a bunch as he pours it and slides one across the saloon to you.
And he's going to shoot it back. And I'm assuming that makes me emboldened, yes?
Yes.
I mean, he still has, like, the cigarette in his mouth. And he's just
Yeah,
like,
this is really healthy what you're doing right now.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I'm focused. I'm emboldened. It's great. I'm gonna,
You're feeling
before
brave.
Joshua leaves, I grab his wrist. I say, Joshua, don't you worry. Because I got luck on my side. And he pulls out his Derringer, his lucky Derringer.
Yep.
It's like, I've never missed a shot with this. I'm a real Deadeye. And he flicks it up into the air, flips it around, and when he grabs it, he accidentally shoots the gun, and it shoots Joshua in the head.
So, how about this?
So would this trigger the luck thing, the worst possible thing?
We'll have it... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have it randomly target either you or Joshua, and then randomly where it lands.
The goal is to just get a luck point.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, you're getting luck. Absolutely.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll odds. It's Cleveland.
Okay.
You're insane.
And now we randomly determine where on the body that hits. So we go 1, 2, 3. It's your right arm. Go ahead and roll the injury dice for your Derringer. Whatever you would normally roll for your Derringer.
It's not good.
You're actually a terrible shot. So you're not. This
I literally on my sheet it says bad at gun.
Bad at gun. Yeah, I think you're like layman or something at it.
I'm emboldened and focused. Does that?
So you
affect
this doesn't affect the injury dice of.
Okay, right.
Unless you have a feature that affects, which I don't think you do.
No.
Yeah, it's all for melee stuff that you do.
Yeah. 2.
So you're resistant. Are you resistant to compact ammunition? Oh, you're in scrap mail, so yeah, you are. So
yeah,
you were just strained by that shot. It luckily just dents your armor on your right arm rather than like shoot yourself through the arm. But it definitely goes off, when you catch it, and the bullet ricochets, hits like the ceiling, and you take strain.
Can it hit like something really expensive?
It hits one of the nice bottles of dust collecting whiskey bottles on the like there's some that like collect dust because nobody can afford it hits that
just like
one.
pay for retirement.
Yeah, it shatters and spills everywhere. And Joshua says, "No, my retirement fund." He says,
Mudo just like
taking a
hears
perfect
the bullet
shot,
ricocheting off of everything and just like turns around and gives you one of those like stink eye.
Yeah, like he's just, and it's a little Derringer too. It's his little backup gun. So yeah, you gain a luck
hey-
though. I mean, this is exactly, you caused a mishap for yourself. That is perfect.
Oh, and I
use
get
of luck.
how much strain? 2 or 1?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I'm
got
gonna
to
Leave the shooting for people who are good at it.
Yeah. So
He's gonna be like,
Yep, I
"Oh,
love
don't worry. That's crazy. That's the first time I've ever missed."
it. Yep.
Canonically not true.
Yes. So
Don't worry.
Yun,
Oh, God,
Yun
there's
and
the last
Mudo.
bullet. Don't worry.
Yeah, Yun and Mudo, what are you thinking? You both actually have one more action you can take.
So I have a question for you, GM,
Mhm.
Sheriff, whatever your narrator
It all works.
title is.
Yeah.
I have a ritual kit.
hmm
What kind of rituals can I do? What kind of time
Break
do
out the
rituals
Ouija
take out?
board.
So-
Like, can I what can I do here?
So a
Is
ritual
that
kit
something I
can,
can use?
what would implements would Yun have in her ritual kit? So maybe
Well,
she
we've
has
already-
a little knife. Oh yeah,
We've
Sacrifice
already
a knife.
established she's got the squiggly knife.
She's got a squiggly knife in there. So a ritual
I-
kit doesn't inherently let you like use magic, but
Mhm.
just describe something for me, and maybe we'll have it cost luck, and you could accomplish something, right? I love
well-
this idea.
Yeah, so what I'm hoping, because I have another Eldritch expert here with Professor Donner,
hmm
I would love to do something that causes like the equivalent of like hold person or hold monster.
Oh, I love that. Okay,
And preferably if it could just keep them in like magic circle or something.
that's super cool. Yeah, I love this idea. So I think you could get one of the 3 groups. Right,
Okay.
there's 3
Ooh.
groups roughly of zombies. Oops, moved your token. Which do you want to magically bind?
Ooh.
The furthest one away or the closest one away makes sense.
So these
to me.
ones are suppressed down here. So they're slow. They're gonna they're all messed up kind of already from
Mhm.
Grantham. This is the biggest group here that is marching toward the front door, and these ones are trying to make it through the back door.
And the back door is barred. So I think these guys, the big middle group,
Sure,
is
buy yourself some time
probably
there.
the ones that we need to
Okay.
hold like
I like it.
That makes
So
sense.
you
Trap.
and Professor Donner will have him. He like comes upstairs with you. You like pull a rug away and like draw with some
Pull a rug.
chalk. Yeah.
Draw a pentagram with chalk, slice the palm for blood
Yep,
sacrifice.
little bit of
like
blood.
we're doing. There's some magic ooze, like spooky glowy shit
I
happening
love
upstairs that you guys don't see. You just see like this ominous red glow from the top of the stairs.
Mm-hmm. And how I'd like this to work is this will cost your luck to do so, because this is going beyond what you could normally be able to do. And you need to make a master rank skill test with your guile. You need
I can
to
do that.
yeah, you can make this. You could do this. It's not easy. And if you fail, it's not that the ritual is fully failed, but it means that like you're going to be grappling with the ritual to maintain it.
You summon a demon.
Yeah, whoops, there's the demon.
Oh shit, we made it worse.
okay. So just 1d10?
Yep, 1d10. Did you smoke a cigarette? Were you one of...
I only had
that
3,
is an
sorry.
8. That is
I would
not
have given you one.
enough. So what I'm going to say is they're bound. You see them bind, but you are strained from this. Sweat starts to drip, and you think if your strain fills
Fair.
up doing this, you could lose control of the ritual. And
So
who knows what will come through.
is this like a okay. Injuries, strain. Is this like a concentration spell?
Yeah,
in
you're gonna
D&D
have to
term?
keep trying to roll to get. You don't have control. You're like losing control of the spell, so you didn't succeed. It's not that you failed. It's that it's like slipping through your fingers. You and the professor are both trying, but it's not going well. But they are going to be frozen anyway, right? But
I have a mechanical question on that later.
Sure.
But I'll save it for later because
problem.
I guess short version, can I keep that up when I choose not to be a scary lady or a normal lady? Can I choose to
yeah.
go scary?
Yeah.
Can
you
I
could-
keep okay, okay.
To go scary.
Yep. As long as the professor, like, you could leave the professor to like keep his hands on the pentagram or something, right? And he could, but you got to get control of it first. All right.
Cool.
So, just Mudo, do you want to do something? It was just one action, right, to go bar the door. That all
Yeah.
makes sense to me. You want to do something else?
Yeah. So originally I was gonna see if, since you were doing the whole person thing, if you wanted to hold one of the zombies there that were like an imminent threat, so I could shoot them in the head or something.
You can
Um,
still see through this barred front door, I'd think, or even through one of the windows if you want.
Okay, so I say, Cleveland, What kind of body type does Cleveland have?
Tall and lanky.
Cleveland, your body's tall and lanky, like these boards. Stand in front of this door. And then I want to go handle the other. Oh shit! Movement is an action, right? So if I move across, that would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Repositioning matters a lot in this game, so it is an action. Do you want to like move
As
now
a
though?
tall and lanky person, you tell me to stand in front of a door with a bunch of zombies.
Yes, I'm also tall and lanky in real life. And
You're right. You know what? Actually, I'm thinking about it. And
You should say that. You should absolutely do it. Just I'm like, no, what now?
Cleveland would say back to you, "Oh, well, mate, well, I'm out of actions.
Yeah. But next turn. Yeah.
I spent my turn shooting myself."
Damn it! I forgot how little action packed you are. All right.
That's right.
And so what I'll do is I'll position my definitely not Han Solo's blaster with the serial number filed off between one of the cracks in the door.
Oh heck
and kind of use it as like one of those, you know, to kind of
I know. Yeah, because you can see the zombies are trying to like pry the boards. You see their bone gross fingers like pulling pieces off. So you're gonna try to shoot one of them through the door.
I want to try to shoot one of them through the door.
Okay, so in this game, you actually describe where on the body you shoot them. Now, none of you are knowledgeable about the unholy, but people of this world know shoot a zombie in the head. Right? That's just like things people would know because the dead rise in this world. It does make the shot a little harder. It means at this distance, you need to get at least a 10 because they've got some cover through the door. So you need to get a 10 or higher on your shot. Now you're a real good shot with Mudo.
Yeah. Now I do want to make the point though, right, that if they're clawing at the door.
Oh yeah, you're point blank actually. No, you're right. Yeah, they're right. So it's
And-
actually just an 8 or higher.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have my gun like right at eye level with them too. So you said it's 8 or higher.
Yep. There's a
And
swarm
I smoked
of them. Yes, please.
I smoked my stogie.
So you're
right,
high
so-
rolling. So you roll 2d10 and keep the higher and add your ranged bonus. And yep, you just need an 8.
I gotta roll that on.
Don't roll snake eyes and you
So,
do this basically.
All right, I grab my 2d10. And then do I just click it again for a second one? That is exactly how that works. Excellent. All right, I'm a roll so everyone can see.
Easy.
And also, I do want to make the point that my skill with my gun is master. So I get what's that? So that's a +6, right?
6. Yep. So you got
I'm smoking 'em.
plenty. Mudo is very good at the pew pew. So you got a 13 total. All you needed was an 8, so you succeed. Yeah. You know the number.
Wait, hold on. I line it up and I.
Oh, I heard it. It came through.
Nice.
So now you'll make your injury roll to see how severe an injury. And with Mudo, this is 4d8s, and you keep the lowest result. You want a low number. And Mudo rolls a lot of these, which is usually very effective. The lowest number is a 2, but you are shooting something which is a serious injury, but you shot them in the head. So it becomes a critical injury and blows the zombie's head, just flowers open as your splatters its gore behind you and slumps down at the feet of the back door, instantly killing you.
I turn around and I say, "It's okay, everybody. I'm competent." As I look over at Cleveland.
He's just like still smoking. He just like shrugs. Like, eh.
Yeah, like, huh? Okay. We now go. Oh, sorry, please.
Really
The bar
quick,
is
I
competency.
forgot to check levels. If I'm at this volume, like how does this sound versus I can also raise the gain on my microphone. Is this any better or was it fine? I didn't know if I was low or whatever.
It's fine on
usually ask.
my end, I think.
Okay, cool.
If anybody in chat wants to let us know if anybody's particularly quiet, I can also adjust it on Video Ninja on a case-by-case basis. But yeah, thank you for checking in on that. So let's move to the threat turn. These zombies barely walk down the street. They're slowed, distracted, because they're suppressed by Grantham. The spell has worked. These zombies seem to be bound where they are from some dark ritual, but as Yun and Professor Donner are attempting this ritual, who else is listening as they dial that phone into the Eldritch. They're not sure because the ritual is not going well. So these zombies, the remaining ones, there are 5 of them. They're going to try to make headway on the back door because there are
Stupid zombies.
5 of them. Each one adds another 2. But they need to get a master rank to succeed. They get 1 success. But because you barred the door, it takes 3 successes for them to break through. And they won't succeed every time. Especially if you, and the fewer of them there are, the slower this will go for them. So I made a little tick mark there. The bandits, they are not helpful. Shocking, I know. And they all run toward they just run away. But the zombies, you all have tackled them well. You're holding them off. Sheriff Davis has these civilians in good order, but the town itself is still not safe. And you think, Yun, if you fail another check on that ritual, these zombies are breaking free, and something else bad is probably going to happen.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What is the worst that could really happen?
Whoops.
I randomly pick a horror from the rulebook, and maybe that appears, and some of the horrors are the most powerful enemies in the game. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
You pick a horror,
Yeah, like,
I
why-
become a horror. We kaiju fight.
We get
it's
kaiju
fine.
fights. You know, I've got 50 monsters in here to pick from. So,
Like, why would you ask? Like, why would you even ask? You know what I mean, Bone Wizard? Like, why?
I'm gonna be
Why
real.
would you even ask?
I kind of hope Misty fails.
I kind of want to see a kaiju fight. This might be when Yun finally kicks it. I don't know. She
hear
got
me out.
close
Hear me
the
out.
last time.
You summon one kaiju, and like, all right, that's an issue. What if we summon another kaiju, right?
That is clearly the right answer. Where
Yeah,
Can I-
yeah.
one kaiju
Can I
is-
Dragon Ball fusion the kaiju?
That might be worse.
Eldritch?
Actually, I'm trying to think of some of the horrors that maybe that would work with. I think they would consume you most likely, but let's
I like
cross
how
Misty
that
said that as
bridge
a
when we
bit.
get there.
I said that as a bit, but like I'm committed if that's a thing.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's start off this next player turn. Let's see how Yun does.
Okay.
So
Right.
you need a 10 or higher, and that may change what the rest of you want to do this turn.
Yeah.
So, do your guile test. You need a 10 or higher.
Woo!
Okay, she
There we go.
regains control of the ritual. So you're good for now. But I think this still strains you to maintain it. But you're good. You're good for a whole nother player turn. Like, you can use your other action. Professor Donner could, like, hang on to this for you now if you want to go do other things. So Yun has the ritual under control. And the back door is holding for now. Players.
Please, Lynn.
Oh,
I
Would
sorry.
you be
have-
so kind as to bring me that whiskey bottle?
I snap and pointed him.
Joshua runs you over some whiskey, sure.
I pull off a bit of. Do I have a bit of cloth or something that I can use?
Sure.
Stuff
I
it down there,
think I
take
know
the
what you're
cigarette
talking
and
about.
light it.
So you want to make a little Molotov? Yeah, and so like you
Yeah.
like lean out over the piano and you want to try to throw it.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's see, that would go a close range. You can only unless you do you have an edge that lets you throw really far or anything? Do you have put some pepper on it? That's the edge that usually does that.
I do not.
Okay,
No.
so you could get like right in front of the both groups. Either group is zombie right now. You just
Yeah.
can't throw super
Let's
far.
take the left group, the bigger group. That's
The bound one. We want to throw
Yeah,
some fire at
bound
him.
one.
I like it.
Yeah.
So they can't react, and we just plant it like right here. It's about a close area. Yeah. So yeah, you throw a Molotov, and these zombies, you can see there's like eldritch runes on them as they're being held in place. And you throw a Molotov on them, and they just start catching on fire and burning away. And fire is extremely deadly in this game, and it will make short work of them or any that walk through it.
How close does something have to be for me to get my little bonus from
It needs to be
someone being
close to you. Yeah. So there is a measuring tool that you can choose the range version, and you can kind of see it as I hover. So we use range bands. This is not dissimilar to Daggerheart.
Okay.
Oh, there we are.
So it's got to be
Ooh.
close, and you have to like be aware of it. Like you got to see it. Right?
Was that zombie that Mudo shot last round?
I think you'd need to see. You got to see it.
Okay, I gotta see
yeah,
it.
Yeah, and you have the door specifically closed at the moment.
Okay.
So they burn. You guys are handling these up. You've got them under control. Everything's going great.
Everything's going great.
Yeah. So all right. So Grantham, that was. I I'd say it's probably an action to like build a Molotov and then another to throw it. Right? It seems pretty reasonable.
makes right.
But yeah, these zombies will be burnt away very shortly. So Mudo, you've got your zombies pinned, right? They aren't smart enough to back away, and they're just lining their heads up for you.
I know.
It's really nice of them.
So, Muda, I mean, insert Danny DeVito meme. So anyway, I started blasting.
Hey, that's what Mudo's great at.
Yeah, and so first I pewed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then what I'm gonna do is pew.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't pick a character. I didn't pick a character that was simple, so I could do some complicated shit. All right, I leave that bullshit up to Bone Wizard. So I go ahead and I position my gun, and I say, "Deuces," and I'm gonna shoot the second one in the head.
Love it. And it doesn't react. It can't. It's a zombie. So same number.
It's an idiot.
It's very true. Yeah, same number you're looking for. You get an 8 or higher, you get it, and you can roll your injury dice.
And this is 2d8, 2d10, right? Again?
Yeah. It lasts until the end of your next turn. So it basically lasts 2 turns. The effect that
great.
Cleveland gave y'all. I don't see Snake Eyes, so you got it.
Yeah.
That's the only way you fail this is if you roll 2 1s. All right, so then you roll your 4d8s, and we're looking
Boom.
for a 2 or a 1 gets it. A 3, 2,
Got
or
it,
a
2.
1. I see 1. Boom! Another zombie falls. 2 shots of your 6-shooter. Would you like to go again? As in, you have 2 actions.
Sure do.
You can shoot twice if you want.
I sure do. I go, "Hey guys, I think everything's gonna be okay as long as some omnipotent cosmic entity doesn't decide to summon a horror or something."
Cleveland's
From
gonna
some
pipe in,
unnamed
just
book.
like Cleveland's just gonna be like, "Well, you'd be surprised, mate. It happens a lot when I'm
Yeah,
around."
you know, you say that, but I think the last session Bone Wizard played in. I don't see Snake Eyes. Injury roll again.
Nice. Because unfortunately they rolled behind the dice roller, and I couldn't see what I rolled yet.
You got a 10 and an 8.
Nice.
Boom. That's even more deadly shot. Boom! Another one falls. And now Mudo has Fan the Hammer, which you can do a 3rd shot if you want. It's just low rolled, so it would counteract the high roll if you want. That is one of Mudo's edges.
Yeah. By the way, I have not been looking at ammo.
I have been tracking the number of shots you've taken. So Mudo has spare ammunition. That's the equipment, which means you can reload as much as you want. You don't track total ammo for basic ammo. You just track how much you have loaded. Because normally it takes actually a while to reload. That's the cost, is the action economy. Now Mudo fully refills their entire cylinder with 1 action. All 6 shots back in. Because Mudo has these quick, it's quick. Reloads the firearm real quick.
Do you want to, like, before things get worse, because this thing's pretty, like, situated right now, Nico, do you want to reload your gun now? Before things get worse, when inevitably get worse.
I've got so I've already
things get worse
fired
than
1, 2, 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, this turn
3,
you shot twice. This turn.
Yeah, I do have Snappy. Reload 2 ammo when you enter turn-based play. When I enter turn-based play. May move as an incidental before anyone else acts. And I kind of did anyway.
And you also, I think, it reload twice as many bullets when you take the reload action. So you've shot
that's what reload two times ammo means.
Yeah. So double the normal amount. And normally you reload half the 6-shooter with an action, but you reload it all with an action.
And does fletched ammo that adds agonized to shots, that doesn't do shit to a zombie, right?
No, and you're applying the best status effect anyway, which is death.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's the best status effect.
Yeah, agonized is a very powerful status effect, not something that zombies would feel.
I used to say that World of Warcraft was like dead is the best crowd control.
That's right. Agonized is definitely one of the strongest status effects in my game because it makes natural ones auto fail on somebody. But again, zombies, they can't feel pain anyway.
And I do want to use Fan the Hammer.
Right,
I think that Because if I really need to on the next turn, I'll still have at least 2 more shots.
Yeah.
And if I need to reload, I'll reload.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds good. So this one is just a straight roll because high roll and low roll cancel each other out.
Mm-hmm.
And you still the same number is what we're looking for. I see a 3, so you didn't get a 1, so you're good.
There we go.
Mudo
And
has
it's
a
still
very low
48.
Yep, same thing. Mudo has a very low chance of failure for his gunfire.
This
He stays
is-
close.
This is what, thin the herd or blow away? Because fan the hammer basically branches out to
you've
2
got
other
the-
things.
So right, when on the Mudo's pre-gen sheet, the one that I take to cons, it's the simpler one where he just gets 1 extra shot, and we don't do anything fancy. If you'd like, because the other 2 are more complex. And I forgot, the gatefold one has the simple version, and I think the full sheet one has the complex one in the real book. So, thin the herd would let you target multiple things with the shot. So
Gotcha.
but it doesn't. It's not an extra free shot. So you would have been able to hit an additional zombie basically with this.
Yeah, but
Long
I
story
want to
short-
shoot him in the head, so I'm gonna do what you suggested.
Yeah. So we'll just say roll your injury die, and for simplicity's sake here for this session, boom, another one.
Ooh, 1.
Crushed it.
Let's go.
Just literally. There's basically the zombie had pried open one of the panels of the door, and you just boom, 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 boom out the door.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. So I shoot that other one, and as
Yeah.
I shoot that other one, I see the board get peeled away.
Yeah.
And as I see the board about to getting pulled away, I reposition my gun, and as soon as its face gets revealed, I say, "Peekaboo."
The zombie sadly does not laugh at the great line.
He's too busy being dead again. Yeah.
That's true. Blown away. Very productive Mudo turn there. All right.
While you guys do stuff, by the way, I'm going to take a quick bio break.
Yeah.
I'm not a zombie, and I gotta pee.
Totally fine. Cleveland, man of action. What is Cleveland up to?
I don't know what to do.
Classic Cleveland situation too. What to do?
Yeah, well, melee. I'm a melee build, and there's no
They've
one
barred the
here.
doors.
So, help. What do I do?
In this case, so for example, if you want to prevent the zombies, you're pretty strong on Cleveland, right?
No.
Oh no, you're good melee, not good might.
Yeah.
So these
I hate
zombies
things.
are about to become like they will need to be taken care
Not be
of.
slowed.
Yeah, they will not be
Uh-huh.
slowed. They're going to get to the door. You didn't move last turn, so you said
No.
you had ambusher or skirmisher.
I have skirmisher.
Oh, okay. So you could use both of your actions. You could run out the window and like engage them if you wanted to, and you'd still get an attack.
That is true.
These ones are held and can't move currently.
I feel like I'll get swarmed if I do that. I could help them.
You're in
Can I help,
armor.
like,
I'm trying to
Can I
tempt
help?
you.
Yeah, I know. Can I like move over here and help like board the door? Is
Yeah,
that something I
yeah.
can
You
do?
could you could reinforce the door even more. We'll
Yeah.
say that let's have you
Play
do
the
a
piano.
might. Yeah. So you drag more chairs, help with the piano, and so
If I can move the piano, I'll move the piano.
Yeah. This is just extra reinforced now. I like it.
Okay.
More people are pooling their reinforcement around
Okay.
the door.
Okay, cool.
Very
Good.
secure.
Would I be able to have Professor Donner just open the door a titch so I can see what's going on?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We could say that happens so you can sustain from suffering off one of those kills.
Yeah, that's
can-
really what I was hoping
Yeah.
for
So
here.
you
Thank
use a reaction and you death.
I love the smell of bloodlust.
Yes,
Blood in the
yummy.
morning.
And you do
Yummy.
have another action, Yun, because doing the ritual was just one of your actions.
Okay. Do I have something else that I can do? Do I have something that I want to do? If I use the venom that I have, does that just sit on my weapon until I get to stab something, or do I?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a use and lose it.
Wait, can
yeah,
I-
it would probably need to be like fairly soon after you do it, right? If you sheath
Can
the
I-
weapon. Oh, sorry. Yeah, what was that? What was it?
Can I undo my turn? Can I help Yoon with the ritual?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, but you
I
will
can't
low
possibly
roll,
improve things.
And
What if I just need him to beat himself up so that I can not be strained?
that's funny.
What?
So Bone Wizard, you don't know anything? You actually, I take that back.
No crime.
No,
Crimes
no, no.
against God.
Bone Wizard, you played in the Feast of Mayjune. You have seen rituals like this.
Yeah.
You actually have seen like this being performed. I'm going to say you can help, even though you don't have the right knowledge. You're just going to low roll the skill test.
Okay.
Do I want him to help me?
So if
it's up to you.
Here's my little devil's bargain.
Yeah.
If Cleveland succeeds, then the zombies will be hurt, not just held. By this.
Okay.
If he fails, a mishap will happen. A mishap will occur.
Well, I gotta do. I don't
It
make
is a
good
master
decisions.
rank
Interesting
skill
one.
test, and you need to use guile, bravado, or discipline.
Okay, so Misty, what are you what are you doing in your turn? Like, what can I do to like help? I guess.
Okay, so I have
Yeah,
an
walk me
action.
through it.
I've already succeeded for once. So I would say that it is a stable ritual right now. However, our courageous sheriff leading the charge here sounds like maybe it won't stay that way if we don't continue to roll high. My question is, so yes, you can absolutely roll and you can try and help with the ritual, or can I use him as a way to keep strain off of me?
Yes, he'll still need to make a test. To if you don't want him to actually help with the ritual, if you just want him to hurt himself, like, yeah, stab yourself with this knife, and it'll totally help. I'm
actually not bad at guile, and I'm drunk, so I have.
So he's high rolling, and he's okay.
I am high rolling.
Okay, if you're not bad at guile, then
don't worry, I have random horror chart that I can roll if things don't go well. We'll see.
Genuinely pop off. I'm so excited to see what happens.
So yeah, I guess Cleveland comes over. Is like, I gotta help bear the doors, and it looks over at you. And it's like, oh, you doing one of these? I've seen this before. Oh yeah. You had a little. See that P upside down. Yeah.
Rookie mistake, right? Yeah, Cleveland, you've seen it. I think, there is a horror I have in mind that this would summon if, by the way, please, Bone Wizard, roll, please fail.
Okay, so I have advantage, but you said I have low roll, so it's a normal roll, yeah?
Correct.
All
Straight
right,
roll
well,
it, and you need a 10 or higher.
Cleveland's gonna get into the occult,
Yeah.
We all have to start somewhere.
All right,
hey! 12. He succeeds.
That's I hate that I kind of want.
That was not what I was voting for.
I know, everybody wanted. So tell you what, Cleveland. You want luck?
Oh God.
I don't.
Resist it.
I don't make good decisions.
Do it.
I make interesting ones.
You have succeeded. You have succeeded. And what you see is the runes on your ritual, Ewan, they start to flare. And the runes that were appearing on the zombies start to burn. And you can see them, like, the outline of them searing through their body, like, making them porous where it was written. Destroying the undead. But...
Can I add something?
Please.
I like to think Cleveland did this. Like, he did everything right. Even you was like, oh wait, no, that is right. That's like a better way to do this. He did everything right, but it still goes bad just because Cleveland is so cosmically unlucky.
Yeah, well, I know exactly what happens looking at my list of horrors here. So, Cleveland, you're right. Your method is a better ritual to summon the Damocor that you encountered in the Feast of Mayjune, or to cause it to breach. So,
wait, no, put it back. Put it back.
But you and everybody gains 1 luck from this. So, everybody will gain this because this is just chaos. It is, and as Cleveland knows all too well, though, the Damocor doesn't form immediately. It starts to leak into this world.
That's one of these again.
And you see it's going to be small. So this ritual is going great, and then you see the wall that just, that would be on the other side. It's only like not even that thick. It starts to bubble, and you can see it warp, and the room gets hazy as if reality is bending. and you see the shell of the Damocor starting to come through. Now, Yun, you know exactly what this is because you're an expert.
Mm-hmm.
Damocor it infects a place. It is something that never truly fully comes into our world, but starts to breach and births horrors. And it's almost like a giant eldritch roper. And bubbling up at a few places in the saloon, or something that Cleveland knows well from personal experience and Yun knows from her studies, are eggs. One tips over a chair. They're basically formed of the floor itself, of pieces of this building, as the Damocor is taking root in the building itself. But all of these zombies that you had bound are burned either from your Eldritch ritual, and these ones are burned from the fire, and this stays. It destroys them.
We're doing fine. Everything's fine.
Did they get destroyed by the ritual, or did this Damocor just like eat them?
Yeah. And you can see coming out of the walls in random parts, little tentacles start to form as it's reaching into our reality through this building. And let's see, Grant.
Okay, wait. Mudo.
Yeah.
As I'm firing, and I'm just Mudo's doing as Mudo does. Mudo does it very well. Mm-hmm. And so Mudo turns around and he says, they're about to say, see, everything's fine as long as everyone's competent and doesn't do anything stupid. And like time slows down and I see like the tentacles coming out and I'm like, fucking Cleveland.
Classic Cleveland. And Grantham, you see this like growth. It's like a big tumor just bubbling out. You can see things inside it. It's wriggling and pulsing.
I have good news.
Yeah? Cleveland knows how to kill this, though.
I have moved. What I'm going to do, I'll be like, as a flavor thing, I could like drop an item I was holding, right?
Yeah. You can. Yeah, that's.
I throw my gun at it. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, off of its hard shell.
Yeah.
So Yun,
and now, I am
ahead.
no longer encumbered. So,
hey,
can I use Skirmisher?
Yeah,
I did move to go over here.
Sure.
Can I just hit this fucking tumor thing?
This one here on the wall.
Yeah.
So this is the shell, and yeah, you can hit it, and you know from having fought this that its vulnerable part is underneath this. You'll have to break it apart, and you can, right? You can hit it with your axe. You need to pry it open and get at its heart. It's still forming, so it's small, but you know that its shell is also its mouth. And this thing will shear a limb off with its bite if you're not careful.
Yeah.
It is a snap.
So you gotta like rip open its mouth to get its inside?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yep.
The fact that my camera keeps going more and more glitchy the further into this we get is honestly 10 out of 10. And I love that my technology is actually working for me right now.
So Cleveland, go ahead and strike it. It can't react to this. You just smack it, really. It's its bulk, so there's no attack roll you would need here. You just hit it. It's right next to you.
Oh, I just hit it?
Yeah, you just hit
cool.
it. I mean, it's literally just like the wall. But you'll have to roll an injury, and it is resistant to things like slash.
Can Cleveland hit the broadside of a wall?
There's a question.
Cool thing. I am emboldened because Yoon is next to me. I am emboldened because I am drunk. I have zealous fervor, so I'm going to hit harder. So basically, I'm just rolling damage, or am I?
Yeah, you're just rolling the injury roll here. You can't miss it.
Here's what happens. Cleveland.
Oh, ye of little faith, Peter. Cleveland can find a way.
He'll find a way to mess this up.
Oh, I should roll first. You're right. I'm rolling 6d 66.
I should be 68 actually with this. I know you're old. The axe has got slightly nerfed.
Boo!
Tools are not as effective as weapons, just by one die step.
Okay.
Yeah, boo! I know.
Boo. All right, okay, stop. All right, there's gonna be some. I don't want these d6s. Go away.
But so you have a very high chance of getting a decent injury here.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
That is not what I wanted. All right, that's not. All right, hold on. That's. I don't know what. There are d6s in here. I did not want those.
It's all right. We'll ignore whatever that says.
Let's try that again. 6 d8s. Let's go. Here we go. What? Oh, I'm adding a plus. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh yeah,
fucking
you
sucker.
click
I
the
apologize.
you click the
Not
Oh,
plus
I
dice, plus
see.
2 dice. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just click 8.
Here we
multiple-
go.
Yeah. There we go.
My bad.
I see the best is a 3, which is a 2, which is a serious injury. Looks like it's resistant. It just strains it. It glances off and chips off some of its shell, but you don't puncture through.
So, by
But
definition
strain
of the game,
matters. Yeah.
if you roll 4 dice, you are a master.
Yeah.
I am rolling 6.
Yes.
I am inhumanly good at swinging this axe. So basically, you see Cleveland raise this axe. You don't see the motion. You just see it strike. You just see like it's in one place over his head, and then it's inside this like shell thing.
He swings it crazy hard, but this thing looks resistant. And Yun would know this. You need like holy things to make it's resistant, so it's reducing the injury. You would need like holy or dynamite. That will get through really easily, or you just gotta roll.
Yeah, that worked once.
Yeah. You also think with might you could try to pry open the mouth or the.
I'm not that strong. I just swing axe.
But that was very productive.
Very productive.
And you do know that there's a ruckus going on upstairs. Mudo, you can see it. These zombies kind of turn. They're like, oh, what's that sound I hear up the stairs?
I'm sure it's nothing.
Sure, it's nothing. So, wow, what a turn. What a player
And this is
turn.
a different sound than the bullshit that Cleveland's dealing with, right?
Yes. All right,
I'm assuming the sound in the south of the room sounds like macaroni being stirred or something.
Yeah. So we're gonna let's get the threat turn is gonna be very quick here for the most part. These zombies make it to the door, but you have it really well barred. So they're gonna roll. See how well they. That's +6. They don't make progress on the door. You barred it really well. These two slowly they start walking away because that door is open, and they see the light coming from inside, and they're at the bottom of the stairs. They start, oh, what's that now? Ooh, kind of walking in that direction. But the Damocor gets a turn. That's fun.
Oh boy.
Is it though?
Yeah. So
Like we don't have to do it if you don't think that it'll be a fun situation.
No, yeah. So it's going to use massive bite on Cleveland.
That's good.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to strike at you. It's trying to basically it opens its maw. You see it and snaps it shut on one of your limbs. But you can try to block or dodge, right? You can use your normal reactions here.
I will block.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your skill. Roll a d10 and add your melee bonus. Your +6.
Oh, yes. All right, here we go.
Okay.
And I've learned I can add a +6 here. There we go. I got an 11. That ain't good.
Okay. Yeah.
So you got a 16.
Yeah, I got a 16. So, but you are in scrap mail armor. This is going to save your life.
Can I spend luck to do something?
Well, do you want? Let me tell you the full result, and then you can determine because you know all of that. So, what you are resistant. What is your does your armor say about piercing injuries?
Yeah, I am resistant to piercing.
Resistant to piercing. So this will be a critical injury reduced to a serious injury.
Oh, good.
So, with that knowledge, do you wish to do anything with your luck? Do you want to re-roll? Now, chances of you re-rolling and succeeding are quite low because you need to get a 10. Or not.
Yeah,
you actually can't succeed. You can't get higher. So,
even if I tie it, it doesn't.
Yeah, because you're only setting its difficulty to a new number, and so you.
Can I use luck to have him re-roll?
No, luck is only for you.
Shit.
Yeah.
I can use luck in a situation, right?
Yeah.
Like I can use luck to change a situation.
Yeah, to your benefit in some way. Yeah.
Okay, so hear me out. It was going to bite Cleveland, right? Hard. But you know when he shot and it was ricocheting everywhere? It hit a chandelier just enough so it was hanging, and then like all this like banging's going around, and a chandelier could drop onto the thing and maybe like push it out of the way so Cleveland doesn't get bit.
I like the way you're thinking, but you're getting bit either way. But here's what I'll say. It bites, but the chandelier keeps its maw open enough to see its beating heart, even though it bites you. How about that? Because normally it would snap totally shut. Okay, well then your left arm takes a serious bleeding injury.
Okay.
So, and it is like in its jaws, like it has teeth, you know, yay long right now. It's still growing, but you're basically, your arm is stuck in its mouth, and so is the chandelier. And so you have it's got some cover, but like you can see this pulsing heart that is growing into the world. So that was useful. With its other action, it will, let's see here. Who's it going to grab? It grabs Grantham. So Grantham, a tentacle emerges from the wall, literally just pops out of the wall and tries to grab hold of you. I'm rolling against your vigor defense.
Okay.
And you can use a reaction to try to bolster it to roll. Yeah. And
I would try to given that I've got this giant piano here and the chair to north, can I try to take cover, or am I just dodgeable?
Yeah, I like that. Sure.
All right, so then I would roll my reflexes. I'll roll a d10.
Yep, and add your reflexes bonus. I don't think you can succeed based on the number I got. I'm getting very lucky.
Probably not.
Probably.
Roll the dice. Don't add to the dice, just roll the dice.
The Damocor is an inhuman rank threat. This thing is very deadly. But you have but maybe a certain sharpshooter can make one good shot.
That's all we need. Maybe.
So not quite enough. So it grabs hold of you, basically restraining you, and it lifts you and starts basically bringing you toward the maw as well. Like it's grabbing you by the leg and pulling you across the saloon.
So I'm upside down, hanging there. Okay.
Yep.
This
and it
is
looks
fine.
like it wants to chomp you as well.
Note to self: don't let Cleveland help with rituals next time.
I did everything right. They sent
Cleveland, I'm not sure why, but I'm pretty sure this is your fault.
Probably.
And let's see how many new growths appear. 3. None of them have hatched yet.
I don't remember what comes from the growths, but I don't remember
all
it being
sorts
good.
of goodies come out.
Gross. Thanks, I hate it.
Candy.
Yeah.
It's candy.
So it's
Candy
basically turning this building into its body. Like it's basically becoming, the building is becoming it as it grows and grows. All right. But that's it for the threats. Only one small injury taken. And its maw is pried open. Players, what are you thinking?
Okay, so can I get the Eldritch download of to what Yun would know about this guy?
So, the Damocor, as it's called, you know that if you can kill that bleeding heart, their beating heart at its center, its eggs should all wither. First of all, you do know that because you're an expert on this. But if left unchecked, it will basically create an endless horde of horrors. The things that it hatches are gutterwhelks, Kilkenny cats, and sights for sore eyes, all of which are nasty little critters. The gutterwhelks are basically giant worms that devour people and they burst and explode into more worms. Kilkenny cats are like ravenous, basically dog-sized walking piranhas that just strip things to the bone. And sight for sore eyes are kind of like the Vargoyle from old D&D. They're like flying eyeball creatures that mesmerize you, and all of it's nasty.
What keeps growling?
Yeah, is that someone's dog? I was
Hamilton.
I was like, wow, I didn't realize like Peter started adding ambience and stuff. I was like, oh, how impressive.
Those are the creatures.
Yeah, it's better production value than you were expecting, huh?
It's not even growling, it's just a dog whining.
Yeah, it's my Catahoula is obnoxious.
He's so cute though.
And you know, Misty, that the only way to kill this is to pierce that heart. The rest of all these eggs, none of that hurting that doesn't hurt it.
Gang, I have a plan. I fucking hate it. And also, James, it's so good you got grabbed and brought over here because
you have strength in numbers.
I am emboldened.
Yeah,
I have strength in numbers. So, hear me out. I'm just gonna fucking whack it.
Now, the problem is you can't swing your axe with one hand.
that was gonna ask. What do I do about this injury? What can I do about that?
Well, it is currently bleeding, so at the end of the player turn, you're going to get a strain, and you can't use the arm because it's injured. You need to treat the injury. Somebody needs to treat the injury, but you can't treat it while it's in the monster's mouth.
So
okay,
but
you've got layers of problems to deal with, Cleveland.
Wait, I think I can help.
The mouth's open. Wait, the mouth's open though.
I think I can help with that. He's still got teeth. It's
yeah. You're like in the
gotta,
corner.
Shred.
The chandelier has not let it fully close.
So, I would like to use my luck point.
Mm-hmm.
If you could, back up. I assume you mentioned earlier this thing would be weak to holy damage.
Yeah, holy circumvents its damage reduction.
Okay.
Basically.
What if, luckily, in my ritual kit is some holy water, because rituals come in all flavors.
Sure. One of the uses of luck is you happen to have one particular item on you. I like that.
What? So if I were to use that then to try and, because I can stop this ritual. Like, we can shut this down now. I guess
turn it off.
I would like to either turn off the ritual and get this thing back into the depths where it belongs in the abyss, or
more ritual.
Or Donner can kind of keep things in check and keep it from exploding while I go pour holy water on that heart. I will put my whole hand in there and pour holy water on the heart.
Okay, here's what I want to throw into the mix here, and maybe we can coordinate on this. But so your options are either deal with the mouth or the heart. Is that what's going on, or what you're talking about? Okay, and the mouth is what's grabbing Bone Wizard, and the chandelier is where the heart is.
The chandelier is keeping the mouth pried open to where you can see the heart inside of the mouth.
You know what a roper looks like from D&D, Nico?
Yes.
Imagine it's kind of like that. It's just a big mouth with tentacles coming out, but the tentacles can come out of anywhere.
And Grantham is being held by a tentacle.
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't think that the zombies are a huge problem here. But
not the biggest.
Yeah, so let me ask you this. So Misty, repeat your option A and B for me again.
So option A is I try to shut down this ritual, which I'm assuming will have some pretty steep checks because there's a creature halfway through.
Yep, you'll have to roll
the void, the veil. Or I can use my lucky point and have a thing of holy water, and I can just pour it directly on the heart.
He did say that. Would that hurt it, Peter?
Yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
He said he was alluding to that, so I feel like that's the correct
answer,
right?
Holy water burns horrors and undead horribly. It's very, very effective against them.
Yeah, Misty, 110%. You should pour effectively acid onto this creature's exposed heart. Yeah. Forget my suggestion. Just do that.
Just do that.
So I will go do that. I will move over to the horror and
magic satchel, holy water.
My ritual.
So
my ritual
it's pried open. It can't close its maw. So you don't even need to make a skill test here. Bone Wizard has basically sacrificed his body to hold the thing open at this point.
Thanks, Dusty.
That's perfect. And it doesn't have any creatures to help it right now. So holy water automatically inflicts a critical injury to horrors and undead. And you are pouring this on its ace, which means you kill it. That is a lethal injury by pouring it directly onto its heart, because this is a horror. And the whole building shudders as it melts, and these eggs slough away into a slime as the Damocor is effectively banished back to wherever, to elsewhere, and melts away. And the ritual stops. The ritual
while I'm suspended in midair.
Yes, you will fall from this. So I'm gonna roll a d6.
The piano bangs.
Let's see where you.
We knew. Oh, I didn't move. Piano,
oh, excellent! You land on your head. So.
Oh my god!
Because we start counting from the top with a 1. So you weren't that high up, but I'm gonna say that this does inflict you basically get a concussion. So this injury is a serious injury that has the staggered complication. You can treat this injury, basically means if you try to use you have to strain yourself to use your second action each turn. As you had a bell ringer here.
I tell him to walk it off.
Yeah, just walk it off.
Walk it off, champ.
So with that, just for time's sake, because I know that this scene got lots more complicated than we were expecting, and I love it.
Sorry.
At this point, you're easily able to clean up the remaining zombies. There's only a handful. You've barred the doors very effectively. Mudo, all you have to do is like open this door and like blast those two, right? Like it's very simple.
And I do. And I do.
Yeah.
And
Bam, bam. And the zombies are defeated. Just for a little bit of expediency's sake here. Normally, this fight doesn't also have the Damocor in it.
Yeah. Sorry.
I love that though. We are all about that.
Can we just like cease the ritual then? Can we like
Yes.
just stop it?
Yeah, you
Just
are
just
good now.
Pour some water over like the blood. Like, all right.
Yeah.
wash that
Can we
out.
just like
It's fine.
wash this off?
You're able to recover from
Windex.
that madness, and you're able to treat both Cleveland and Grantham's injuries. They're not difficult injuries, so you can mark them as treated. That's trivial to do now.
So he walks
Do I
it
just
off.
delete it? Like
No, you don't erase it. You just check the treated box, because that slot is still filled. But you no
I see.
longer are bleeding. You can use your arm. You're no longer concussed on Grantham, but the slot is occupied.
Does the getting an injury give you strain, or
No.
is that those are separate? Okay.
Yep. Bleeding, if you don't treat that bleeding injury, it will begin to strain you till you pass out and die. But you're okay.
And there is just one slot for serious injuries.
There's 2 serious, 1 critical, 1 lethal. You have a little bit more wiggle room on serious injuries.
So fun fact,
Yeah.
bleeding out is not a fun experience. As someone who recently was almost bled out.
I was saying IRL.
You know, yeah.
Oh my goodness, my friend.
No, I was giving blood.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were around medical
but like
professionals.
it was a
like,
voluntary
decided-
bleeding out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it was
decidedly less heavy metal.
Oh no. But like it was so I was just stupid. I just didn't drink enough water beforehand, which I should have. I'm just stupid. And like, dude, you feel lightheaded.
Yeah.
You feel dizzy. You get tunnel vision. Like you start seeing double, and you feel like nauseous. It's like the weirdest, baddest feeling.
Yeah, it's very dangerous, and in this game, you pass out very quickly from it as well if it's not treated. So some characters that are really durable, they can just like almost walk it off. Like, yeah, I'm fine. I've had people like with sustenance from suffering. As long as other people keep getting hurt, I can do this all day.
Oh my
kind of
God.
thing, which is disturbing. So the town gets its head back on straight. Sheriff Davis sends people home because there don't appear to be any further zombies. And you get a chance to the now much more sober Professor Donner to tell you about what he saw specifically. He starts, because none of you have unholy knowledge, which is the undead. He says the Bootyard Bilker is somebody that patrols the cemeteries of the world, protecting them and protecting the dead, right? And those who are barred from the Marble Orchard, right? Those people, if they overstay their welcome, they say the Bootyard Bilker will come for them. And he says something has disturbed the cemetery. And he blames himself because he explains that his partner had passed years ago from sickness that they both had, but he survived. And so his survivor guilt, he thinks he's overstayed his welcome on this world. And that's why the Bootyard Bilker has come. And he says it's like a cloaked figure, right, that stalks the cemetery. And Sheriff Davis, who's a practical woman, it's like, well, ghost stories and legends are all well and good. And I'm not one to jump to wild conclusions. But she points at the pile of undead that she's gathering in a cart to take out of town and burn.
There's some evidence.
Something's going on, as nobody can be truly fully skeptical in a world where the dead rise as frequently as this.
I mean, it happens. It happens.
It happens. And so she says, look, I need to secure the town. I need to burn the undead. We don't rebury this. These are monsters now, right? It's too dangerous. She looks to Mudo and says, Mudo, can you get yourself this little posse? Could you investigate this for me? This is getting way out of my league at this point, she asks.
Can I just ask a practical question about lore?
Yeah.
This is a world where the dead rise to the point that shooting a zombie in the head is common knowledge, correct?
Pretty common. Anybody who has a violent career would know that. Yeah.
How has the culture not shifted from burying corpses that clearly come back to life frequently enough for that to be common knowledge to burning bodies and cremation?
So that's definitely what some people do now. But here's the tricky thing. It's a great question. Some of these corpses predate the calamity that rose because of how old this cemetery is.
Okay.
But also
okay.
to your point, because that is an excellent point that people of the world have asked as well. Thing is, if you disrespect the dead, they come back to haunt you. And so what do you do? Is burying the right thing to do, or do you burn them? What should you... There's actually... They're uncertain as to what the rules are outside of...
You'd rather deal with a ghost or a zombie.
Right, they try.
And let me ask you this. Does that mean that anybody who has like a Viking adjacent culture has just been fucking up the whole time if burying is the right way?
That's the thing. Well, the Church of Ashes, one of the major religions of this world, they do a pyre. They do often burn the dead because that's how you return to the sun. That's the fire cleanses. And it's also safer. But just because the body's gone doesn't mean the spirit is gone. And that's the other challenge.
Right.
And
this Church of Ashes thing, like that sounds like it's got some cool characters from that. If only I could visualize what someone from the Church of Ashes looks
Where's
like.
that prop again?
If only there was a pre-generated character that was pretty fucking baller to play Gen Con.
I have to bring up one more thing that this is just me being a Cillian William again, but besides the fact that because it says their character sheet or on the character sheet, they are afraid of fire.
Yes.
But they are also a member of a church called the Church of Ashes.
100%.
And so I pointed that out, and then Peter was like, well, yeah. And then on top of that, their character art also depicts them both holding fire and lighting something they're inhaling on fire. So is every time he lights a cigar just like, oh, shit.
Yes.
You know, like what's the...
So that character, Reverend Hezekiah Pace, is undead. He is barred from the Marble Orchard, and those who are barred from the Marble Orchard either have a fear of holy things or a fear of fire, because his desiccated body actually burns faster. And yet he smokes a cigar, and he's still part of a church that's symbol is the burning torch. And there's an irony and a what's the word? Almost a
like a self-loathing going on.
Yeah,
here.
like he's trapped here in this world still, but he knows he can't. He's not supposed to die until his work is done. But he's a dour fellow, and if you look closely on the art, he actually has a bullet hole through his heart. And so yes, he is a part of a fire church, and will burn very quickly if ever ignited. And yet he smokes cigars.
Well,
Not
we're
safe.
also putting logic to addiction, right?
That's
Like,
fair,
well,
fair.
you know, crack is bad for you. Why you do it? Like, people know that. You know, they still do it.
His character's like purposely has like these ironies to his behavior. Yeah.
See, and here's the thing. I asked it because somebody else would have just done that and not had a cool answer.
Oh, yeah.
But this is Peter, all right? This is Pedro.
Very intense.
And I knew they had some cool shit behind it.
Yes. I think much too much about belief systems. Not much too much, but I love thinking about belief systems in when you have characters. Well, anyway, we don't have to dig in super deep.
Well,
but like
save-
Right. So
yeah,
Save
So the
lecture
sheriff
for
had-
after the game.
yeah, we could do some
right. So
posting.
Sheriff had asked me a question that sparked this whole thing. So could you please repeat the question that led into Pat bringing up the art and then this whole chicanery?
Oh yeah, so there was a question of how do we treat the dead and what behaviors maybe have caused the Bootyard Bilker to emerge, right?
Okay.
That's kind of where we got on this. And with the Church of Ashes, they do often burn the dead, but the Jarrowtown Cemetery predates the calamity, and so it's expansive and overgrown and ill-kept. And yeah, what Sheriff Davis is asking is, go check it out. Basically, go check it out. If there is the Bootyard Bilker, I don't know what we're gonna do about that. She says, she looks at the little 6-shooter on her hip, like, I'm an okay shot, but I don't know. She doesn't really understand. Some spirit is haunting our cemetery. We got to get to the bottom of this. That's her.
And
her
I
pitch.
say, Oakley dokley.
Yeah.
And I tip my hat.
Okay, so we will move, and the assumption is just because that scene took a little longer than normal, we're going to assume everybody goes with you.
Yes.
So it's still the middle of the night, and still late. You maybe you're given some lanterns. Don't worry about it. And you head to the Jarrow Town Cemetery. And like I said, it's overgrown, ill-kept. They don't really have a gravekeeper here. There really isn't somebody who does that because, like I said, there are often pyres. Some people do prefer to inter their dead. But again, this is from a time before. And it's actually like almost a square mile of terrain that was marked off over the last 250 years that this cemetery would be. Huge. And it is deathly quiet around, except as you enter the graveyard area, you hear a whistling on the wind, like a faint tune coming from the cemetery. And that's what the professor described. The Bootyard Bilker has a whistle. Those familiar with some other folklore might know El Silbón, which is one folkloric inspiration. So y'all come to the cemetery, and it's dark. You can douse your lanterns, but there's moonlight. You're not blind. And it's this expansive cemetery, and I put you all at the top. And coming from the south area, south of you, is where you hear a whistle. A hollow kind of, I'm really bad at whistling, like a working song almost,
Don't whistle on mic. Don't whistle on mic. Don't whistle on mic.
Yeah. So you hear that coming from the south. We're not in turn-based play. This is just freeform play. And you hear it coming from part of the cemetery. How would you like to, we're just going to describe, how do you proceed through the cemetery toward the sound? Are you trying to get there quickly? Are you trying to sneak your way slowly? Trying to get to like a high point on top of a mausoleum, maybe? Tell me about
if there's a way that when we're doing this where we can always not be in the gully, because I'm looking at this map, there's this lower area where the water is collecting, and being not a melee kind of character, tall and lanky and used to board up doors, I would try to avoid being in those gullies.
Misty froze.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that too. Hey Misty, you still there on audio?
Can you still hear me?
I can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to, if you want, you could try rejoining and I can reconnect you in the stream.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, we need. All right, so we'll take a moment there for her to reconnect. Thank you in chat, Theo, for pointing that out.
Thank you, Theo.
For anyone interested,
Theo the
we are
Ghost.
playing Clockworld,
We
and
are.
Peter is still taking PDF orders.
That's true, I am. And if you do, you get access to the beta, not a printed one. I printed one for myself, and James knows these things are not cheap to print because they're big. But the final book is about the same size as D&D 5.5 Player's Handbook. The whole game is about that same page count. This is just, it looks thicker because of the home print.
I'm not turning towards it because I don't want to spoil things. The monsters are in it, so which
whole
is
game.
really nice. The DM's guide.
Yep.
Also, character building is a lot of fun. You can make a lot of wacky characters, and they all have it is impossible to make a character that doesn't have like flavor and character just built into it.
And also be prepared to grab your crosses, because some of these character options are not hard mechanical choices. They're completely fueled by your imagination.
Yes. When a game is rules medium, I don't spell every single thing out sometimes also. You're expected to fill in. Like earlier, Misty was like, can I do a ritual with my ritual kit? Sounds good to me. Let's roll some dice, right? Sounds good.
Mechanical question, because I had this one when I was doing it as well. how many reactions can I do in a round?
Two.
Two.
You have 2 actions.
But they're
2
not
reactions.
burning the actions.
Correct. They are separate resources, and you
The
can go
2 were
all...
being merged in my head. That was like,
Yep.
it's one.
Yeah, and you can go all in on a single one by spending both, right? I can use both my actions to roll better on a single thing, or both my reactions to roll better on one reaction. And that is your choice. And there's some characters that lean into reactions and making that a whole part of their build. Yeah, there is a lot of build craft because I like that sort of thing. It's a classless system. You build your character based on narrative beats, like what your profession was, what culture you were raised in, and what your inciting incident was, and those give you your mechanical choices, narrowing. But it is classless. Your profession doesn't have to matter for your character. You can make your culture more important, honestly.
All right.
Yeah.
Misty, her computer keeps crashing, so I feel like we might have to continue on without her for a
well,
bit.
we'll keep building the scene, and we'll fill her
sure.
in. I just don't want to keep everybody super long.
Okay, so I then let's do some player discussion here.
Yeah.
So hi guys, I've noticed that we're playing together in a game, so I wanted to acknowledge your existence and have a conversation with you, since we keep on using like Peter as the channel through which we seem to secondhand communicate with each other.
Yeah.
So I look over at Cleveland and at what the hell was your name again, James? Grantham. Okay, cool. I'm putting Mudo back on my token. So I look over at Grantham, and I say, this is completely an independent idea that I had and did not take from anywhere else. But if we can get a high vantage point and stay out of the goalie, that would probably be strategically intelligent for us to do.
Also, just throwing this out there, because we are running low on time.
Yeah.
I feel like we were given an option to move forward with haste, so maybe that's the one we want to do. Just to.
Oh no, it's
I hastily.
both. Are fine.
I Spider-Man. I'm like Spider-Manning like rooftop to rooftop
And
like
this
that.
isn't a right or wrong answer. It's like just like what is the group's approach? Almost
Okay,
like,
okay. Yeah, but
almost
no,
like a Blades in the
avoiding
Dark
the gully sounds
I like it.
all good.
So,
I'm fine with.
I love it. So it looks like you all may want to like make your way over to this large mausoleum, avoiding the gully.
Mhm.
You're staying
Yeah.
in cover. Does anybody climb on top of the mausoleum?
Shooter boy.
It's not a
you wanna
skill
go up
test.
there?
You
Yeah,
can just
me.
climb up there if somebody wants to.
I meant to be on top. So
Oh,
let's
sure.
just say that I am.
Yeah, you can be right on top of it. Here, we'll just-
Sniper bot.
I was.
So
Yeah, the idea
I love
is
it.
I'm hopping rooftop to rooftop like a Spider-Man.
I like it. So what you see, Mudo, as you climb to the top,
What the fuck?
Oh shit on a stick.
A giant?
you see a big cloaked figure, hooded, right, with a big shovel in their hand, and they're directing these cloaked, shambling figures that also are carrying like little shovels, and they're digging up bodies. And as it walks over to one of these, and it uses its big old shovel to unearth a corpse, you see the corpse rise. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong keyboard shortcuts.
Remember in
It
Elden Ring
sits
Bone at the
up.
beginning, there's like the giant with the giant carriage that it's like wandering along with a bunch of corpses behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it digs up a body, like digs up the grave, and then the body sits up itself, rises out of the ground with this big
Well, that's
shovel.
unfortunate.
And
Can I?
but then, really quick
Oh,
before
God.
Bone.
Oh jeez.
But then, Mudo, you see, clear as day, this corpse, desiccated and ruined, it sits up and it goes like this, and it takes a wristband, bejeweled wristband, off of its wrist and drops it on the ground. And then it pulls off a necklace and drops it on the ground, and then pulls off a ring and drops it on the ground. And this other one, little zombie, comes up and scoops it all up and puts it in a bag.
I want the bag.
And then the zombie just basically lays back down, and they move over to another. And all the while, you're hearing this haunting whistling that I won't try to do into the microphone.
Thank you. Is the whistling coming from this guy?
I hear
Hi,
Misty.
Misty.
Yes.
Oh, she's back. Okay, let me
Back.
reconnect your stream. Luckily, I have this set up so it's pretty easy for me to do so.
Is
Boom.
the whistling coming from this large gentleman?
Give me a skill test. Roll me an acuity test. And adept rank 8 or higher is what you need to get. But if you get a lower number, you'll just get to, we'll grade the information.
All right. Just give it about.
That was not a skill.
That's a
that
3.
Not a great. So yeah, it's as if the thing is whistling.
All right.
So there is, just to make sure I understand what I'm seeing here as Grantham, this thing is going around unearthing corpses that get up, discard their valuables that are then being collected by another zombie, and then the previously alerted zombie is then just lying back down in the ditch and going to sleep.
Correct.
And I turn back to the group who can't see this because they're all behind the mausoleum I'm standing on top of, and I say,
"Poke your head over."
Yeah.
I turn around and I say, and then everything that Peter just conveyed, and then I go,
Appreciate it.
and then I go, they're just going back to sleep. It appears, and I think you would be able to tell this, Cleveland, that the whistling might be coming from the creature. Because I've just informed you what you know. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, though, I do convey all of this, and I say it's kind of not doing. I mean, they're just going back to sleep. Like, it's not creating hordes. I'm not really sure how the ones that got to town because they keep just going back to sleep. Maybe we just leave it alone.
And why don't you roll me a acuity test as well, Mudo? Since you're up there and relaying information. Let's see what you get. Just let me know the total. Oh.
8.
Okay. So you're, Cleveland's like, it's whistling, I swear, I hear it. But you're pretty sure the whistling is not coming from it. It's coming from maybe over here. It's like, it's not, sometimes it can be hard to spatially place a sound. But
yeah,
you're pretty sure it's not coming from this cloaked, hooded figure.
Yeah. Okay, so Cleveland shares that they think it's coming from the cloaking, hooded figure, and I say, hey, Cleveland, remember when I said about being competent?
This is the story of Cleveland's life.
He just, tightens his grip on his axe. He's just like, yeah.
You're wrong. It's coming from over there. And I point at the spot, and I say that we figure out what's making that noise, and we hit it like an oatmeal bowl.
This reference is not lost on me. I appreciate
amazing.
And here's my bowl of oatmeal. I haven't quite finished.
Should we go check that out then?
So, okay, so I think my camera is crashing again, unfortunately. So for the sake of just not dealing with this, I'm gonna try and switch it and see if that fixes it. Otherwise, I might just not have video, and I'm sorry.
Can you just use the video link on your phone and use your phone as a camera?
You tell me, is that a thing I can do?
I personally don't know because I'm not very good with Video Ninja yet.
It's worth taking a crack.
Yeah, if it's not too distracting for you, Misty, to try that out.
I don't have a goods way, but if you just want to throw up my little profile picture or something instead, then I just won't have video.
Oh, okay, sure. Here, I can.
I'm fine with that.
We'll make your icon that I have here. There's Misty. There, I've made your icon bigger and center stage.
Fantastic, thank you.
Awesome. So somebody want to go check out what Mudo heard? Somebody would probably sneak over there. Sounds like.
Yeah, I'm good with that. You want to sneak? I'll cover you. Can I cover?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you want to walk to the corner, Grantham. You have your gun out. Do you have a gun, right?
Yeah, because Cleveland's more of a melee character, and I'm a medium range person, so I will cover.
Sure. Go ahead, Cleveland. Roll sneaky sneak using guile or reflexes, and you'll need an 8 or higher, please.
All right. I have guile. D10. I have a +4 to this.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
I roll 6 or higher. Decent.
Crushed it.
All right, I got 11.
Crushed it. So you sneak your way over there, picking your way through the overgrown, tombs and headstones and metal
Pop
gates.
this fence or something.
And you see very clearly a 100 blue bandit holding a little handmade flute. I can't whistle into this. Playing the tune that you've been hearing. He doesn't notice you. But, you're creeping up behind him in the shadows.
Does he notice me?
No, he doesn't notice you. You've successfully snuck up on him.
So, these guys caused an entire train wreck that nearly killed him.
Yes, you don't like the 100 blue. It's true. You've had bad run-ins with them before.
So, Cleveland is just, when this guy's not looking, he's just going to try and split his head wide open.
Okay.
Fuck this guy.
Sure. Well, and Mudo and Cleveland, grave robbing is a capital offense in this culture, by the way.
Really?
That is because, as Nico was pointing out, desecration of the dead is not something you mess with in a world in which curses and ghosts and all that are like demonstrably real. So
You want ghosts? This is how you get ghosts.
You want ghosts? And what you're seeing is grave robbing, right? So, I mean, anyway, that is a crime. And one that is a hanging offense in this culture.
Ooh.
So anyway,
shot in the head defense.
Is Mudo enough of a? I mean, I see that I have what's her face going on trial, but am I enough of a vigilante to say fuck it, we ball, and then just shoot this guy too?
You are a marshal. You can, in the course of your duties, dispatch people if you think it's like that is up to you. It's westerns, right? So like you have a lot of leeway. You're like an itinerant knight. Like you travel and dispense justice.
I think that with the Salamanca thing, the reason I wanted them to go on trial was like make a public example of them, right?
Notorious.
Right. But this is a very like acute situation, and they're causing a very acute problem. So I'm gonna also start aiming my gun so that I can be ready in response to whatever Cleveland does.
Yeah, and so when you ready in this game, you don't have to even tell me a trigger. Just like, hey, when you want to hop in, you spend a reaction to do the thing you were describing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but you just tell me if you have like a gun out, right, or the weapon you're readying. So Grantham and Mudo both have their firearms drawn and readied. I like it. Okay, so Cleveland, go ahead and roll your strike. You're hitting the head, which is at this distance an 8 or higher.
Okay.
He's dancing around. He's not helpless. He's playing the flute. And you need a total of 8 or higher to successfully hit the head.
Okay. And that
I think you got it.
15.
Go ahead and roll your injury dice.
Okay, that is 6d. Oh wait, I'm not emboldened. So it's only 46.
You're not currently emboldened.
48. That's right.
48s. Yep.
Where are those d8s? Those darn d8s. Here we go.
Oh, just
God
asked
damn it!
earlier,
Sorry.
Why oatmeal? Long story short, on a live stream I did, I accidentally left the camera just looking at my bowl of oatmeal for an extended period of time. And I eat oatmeal every day.
The lowest was 4.
Okay, so you just seriously injure them because you got strain and it gets upgraded. But he drops from it. You hack him like in the back with your axe, falls forward and, with the flute, tossing it away from them. And he yells, oh, hell, oh, no, absolutely bloody. He doesn't look like he has much fight left in him from that. He's not dead, but is bleeding. He's not having a great time.
The wolves will take care of him. Can I use my other action to grab the flute?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And do you either of the other two, just let me know, hop in, Grantham and Mudo. We're going to move into turn-based play now, though, because you guys have attacked, right? So the other players, do you want to do anything? You see these three, the figure and these 2 helper zombies all turn to that sound and react to it. Obviously, because a man screamed by getting an axe buried in his back.
Yeah.
Can I make the assumption that Grantham is making the same assumptions that James is making?
What assumption is that, James?
That the flute is controlling it, and now that they're out of control, these guys are out of control.
So
that was what I was thinking.
So your character doesn't have any knowledge of the unholy. This is folklore at this point. Who knows how this works?
And James has no knowledge on unholy, so I'm going to feel free to act on the fact that his character knowledge is the same as mine.
Yeah,
and I would go,
this whole party doesn't have any unholy knowledge, which is interesting.
Well, that is an unfortunate change in circumstances, and I will run around the right side. I can move my character.
Yeah, go ahead.
Am I not moving? That is about the 30 feet, I think.
Yeah, and
then
I like so you can move a close distance, right? We're not super precise here. That's one action to move around the corner.
And if they're looking at the corner here.
Yeah, they're looking over toward Cleveland now.
I will shoot at one of the zombies.
Sure, it's far from you right now, right? That's so it's kind of far, and
which all my stuff is close.
I'm sorry, what? I just didn't hear you.
All my weapons are close.
Oh, you have like a shotgun and
No, I have I only have the 6-shooter and the varmint
6-shooter
pistol,
shoots far. 6-shooter shoots far.
Okay.
But there is some cover because there's stone railings and gates. So this is actually a pretty hard shot to hit at this distance. So center mass at far range with cover is an 8 or higher just to hit center mass. So that means limbs are 10 and heads are 12 because the cover.
Could you get closer? Maybe
that would take a second action to get closer. He was just really far away.
Yeah, I don't want. If they've got to get closer to me, I don't think Grantham wants to get closer if he can help it. So he's going to stay back here and try to luck for a brim shot.
Okay, so like shooting a limb or an arm? What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was an
I would
either
go for
or.
a limb.
Limb, but
limb.
Which one? Like a leg?
Leg.
A leg shooting out a leg. So 10 or higher is what you need.
Roll 1d10.
And much to your surprise,
hey,
what's your total?
10 plus my range is 414.
Okay. Much to your much to your surprise, the zombie tries to dive for cover from the shot, but fails. So you succeed.
Zombies aren't supposed to be that smart. What the fuck?
So go ahead and roll your injury dice.
This
you
is
see it like
it's a D8.
Yeah, D8s are injury dice. How many? What rank are you again? I'm sorry.
My rank is adept.
So roll 2 more of those. Actually, you roll 3 D8 total.
Okay.
Revolver is a D8 injury die. Adepts roll 3 dice.
Here's 2 more. So 3 is the lowest.
So a serious injury. So you hear the zombie go, "Ow, boss, I'm hit!" After that, as it dives for cover, and you see it holding its leg, and blood is pouring out from it.
Okay, I get it, but now I'm wondering why they're hanging around that close to that thing. All right.
Yeah. Is it a free action to? Oh, wait a minute.
And you can see their cloak kind of flies off, and you see it's a bandit underneath a ragged, like
3 halflings in a cloak.
Yeah, like ow, the jig is up. This
what
bandit
in the
yells.
Scooby-Doo?
And
are we yeah, for real? It's a Scooby-Doo bullshit.
Anyway, that's what you see. So Mudo and Yun, what are you thinking? Yeah, what in the Scooby-Doo?
So I'm gonna turn to Yun, and I'm gonna ask Yun. Hey, you remember that spooky ookie you did earlier, where you made everyone go?
Uh-huh.
Can you do it again?
Hey, GM, can I do that? I don't think I can. Can I?
Try.
Okay.
Hey, thumbs it up.
It is a kit. Like, I guess I probably still have the stuff.
I'm not like a yes and or anything like that. I'm a you're welcome to try.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the same difficulty. It's a 10 or higher. You could perform your little ritual back here. That would bind, the supernatural entities, in place.
So well before. I mean, it did actually go well.
Overall,
yeah,
that was good. It was only when
Pat
somebody tried to help.
You mean fucked it up? We killed the encounter. It did go well.
So I'm gonna scoot over. I think. Is that where I want to go? I was over here. Can I just undo my movement? Or
oh yeah, I don't know if there's a Control Z on move, but we're not super precise about it in this system. So you're good. You could also go inside. You could hop inside the mausoleum if you wanted to and perform it and look out the windows. It's also up to you.
I don't know that I want to necessarily do that because I want to show off some other cool stuff that Yun can do.
I know you've been you've been passive, Yun. so far.
I've been very passive, and I don't know that we're up for that right now. Or Misty,
Yeah,
want to rip and tear. So
I get you. Don't we
Do
all?
it.
Don't we all?
You have not
That's-
done normal average lady things.
I
This
know
whole-
she's
this-
been very not normal lady. So
This is
Um,
also why I bothered to ask.
So I think what I want to do is I will take. Okay, I want to get as close as I can first before I do this. So what's my? Can I like go like cut through the mausoleum to get
Sure.
closer?
Sounds fine to me.
Great. Like here.
So does Yoon actually respond to me in character and say no, or
Oh
or
yeah, yeah.
does
What's
Yoon-
the?
Yeah, because you said Misty wants to do this, but like also
Yeah,
does
what does
Yoon?
Yoon
What does
want
Yoon
to do? Yeah.
Yun is we'll probably say like technically I probably could try it, but I don't know that we want to play the game of
What happens if I fail again?
Don't need to summon
Gotcha.
an additional
We
inhuman
don't
rank
need-
horror.
One was
Question.
enough for the day, you know.
If we were playing 2 sessions,
Yeah,
I would
Yeah.
absolutely be down.
fair.
Yeah.
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 And I think she'd say something along the lines of, now, if you just want to see some more
Spook.
horrors, that I might be able to oblige with.
hmm
And I will use my monstrous transformation.
I
Yeah,
was
there
ready.
she is. There she
Oh.
is.
And so if we could say, since when you are transformed, you travel twice as fast. Like you could already be in melee with one
Oh.
action, technically.
Yes,
right?
I would love to be in
Yeah.
melee with one
We could-
action.
And
yeah.
so it does strain you to initially transform. But so
Mhm.
yeah, regular normal lady, totally normal, becomes not so normal. I really should have a token from the animatic of her transformed. Actually,
would be very cool.
because she's in the
That would-
trailer where she's like, "Bleh." Anyway.
Yeah. So she becomes this
Yeah.
huge monster
I
with
love
too
it.
many
So
eyes,
this
too
one-
many teeth.
And this zombie is in its own grave still, just like chilling. By the way, for clarity. Yeah, just for clarity of what they're all doing. This one, yeah, is just laying down. But you can get into melee with any of them if you want to,
Okay.
because you
Yeah.
move twice as fast in this form.
As I get closer, can I tell, are these zombies actually zombies?
So when
or
you
are
get
we
closer,
Scooby-Dooing?
you're pretty darn sure that that's also a guy. And
Uh-huh.
this cloaked figure, okay, it's not paper mache, but it is a wooden rig to make a person. It sits on their shoulders.
3 halflings in a cloak.
Yeah, but it's you
This
can
is
tell that there's a
literally Scooby-Doo.
person underneath the rig that they just threw a big tarp over, basically, like a rotted cloak. There is
Oh,
now
I feel like we could just scare these guys. Like
in
all right,
their hand
away.
though is an enormous, strange-looking shovel with
I want it.
skulls hanging from it. It looks, now
Totally normal
Yun, as
shovel.
an experienced occultist, this is an artifact, and in game that means this is something of dire power and portent within the world that clearly a person has. But yeah, underneath the cloak it's like a dude, is what you see. But you
Okay,
can
so
only see that because you're right up close to them.
This is the Eldritch version of Scooby-Doo. Got it.
Yes.
We're going to, even if it doesn't kill them, I think it'll scare the bejesus out of them.
Yeah.
I would like to try and just rip that wooden frame,
I love it.
like that person, down the middle like a piece of paper.
Yeah. Just like tear up the costume, basically.
Yeah.
Not kill the person, but like tear up
Oh,
the
God.
ruse.
Listen, if they die, they die.
Okay, so you
but
are
yeah.
hurting them. I was just checking, like, because you could do the terrify like monster thing
Oh, that's right. I can
that would terrify nearby things. It's up to you, or you could like just rip the dude in half. All good to me.
I mean, would ripping a dude in half not terrify?
That would be terrifying. Yes.
True.
Yeah.
Up to you, Misty. There's no wrong answer here, by the way, at all.
Would we know, like, in this world,
hmm
would killing these bandits end up being like bad juju for future? Like, were we gonna get like revenge hits or something later, or is that just how things go?
If the 100 Blue found out that you've killed their own, that doesn't look good. But the 100 Blue are bad guys, and so
Yeah.
Also, who's gonna tell? Dead man tell no tales.
you.
You're-
I also
And
shout
what would-
out.
Yeah.
What would they
I shout
say?
out as
A big-
as a lawman, I just shout out, "It's a capital offense. We're completely justified to murder them."
Great, we're murdering them. Let's murder them.
Okay.
What was
so,
James going to say? Sorry, I cut him off.
Oh yeah, sorry,
too.
James. Go ahead.
Like, what would they report? I got killed by this giant monster. Like, they're not going to say perfectly normal lady.
Yeah, yeah. And then the other 100 brew are like, damn, that sucks. Like,
That's
what are we
rough.
going to do about that? Okay, well, let's go ahead and have you make an attack. So,
Yeah.
the figure is going to react and try to dodge out of the way.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll. Where on the body are you targeting? You just center mass.
Oh,
So
God.
4 or higher center mass, 6 or higher limbs, 8 or higher ace. Like any
If you can, if you go for the top half and like grab it or something, maybe you can, do that thing where the bottom half is trying to move away because he's trying to dodge you, so maybe you can tear him apart incidentally.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for.
Yeah, I think this feature is called Savage Rend or something like that is what
Yeah,
this is called.
I was looking for it on my thing.
Hey,
Where's my
Blaze.
Savage Rend? Okay. Can be okay. So, yeah, I think I would go for. I guess it's technically would it be a limb if I want to just go for like the top and like destroy the setup and
Sure, yeah, like breaking away the ruse. Sure, sounds like
Yeah.
the brim, as we'd say, like the things connected to the main
Yeah.
body. Sure, so that's just a 6 or higher at point blank, right? Real easy.
Great. And I roll 4d8.
First, you got to succeed on your skill test because right, you need a D10 plus 6, and you need an 8 or higher. And the figure is going to try to dodge, and I got 13, but I think you got 14.
8 plus 6, yeah, 14.
Yep, so does not successfully dodge. So yeah, now you go ahead and roll your 4d8s.
4d8s. That's a lot
That's
of
a lot.
dice. 3, 4.
I'm seeing a serious injury there. So you tear away the disguise and mangle, like, the shoulder, like you pull it away, and, his gun hand kind of hangs limp afterward because the rigging was painfully ripped away. And Mudo immediately recognizes, because you're an expert on these people, that's Fowler, the head of the gang. You recognize him on sight. And he goes, "Oh, God," as you tear, as a monster, "Boys, the jig is up, we gotta get out, gotta get out of here, And he's bleeding from that as well. And now, Mudo, do you want to hop in with something? Everybody else has kind of done a thing.
Yeah. I think that Mudo is jazzed about the fact that there's one exit near them.
This one?
Yeah. Because they are fenced in over there,
Yeah.
over here, and then there's also a giant wall over here. So Mudo is going to use some of their movement to jump down.
Sure.
And do like a blade pose, as I land.
I'm gonna hit something if I try to make the pose at my desk about all this gear around me. But yes, I see it in my eyes, in my mind's eye.
Yes, with my big old clunky body, and Mudo is gonna go ahead and line up a shot for Fowler.
All right, where on the body are we going?
I think, was I smoking a cigarette on
Not
top
this
of the
time.
building?
Cleveland
Okay.
hasn't gone and shared more smoke. So at this distance, center mass is a 6. Limbs, anything on the brim is 8. And an ace, like the heart or the head, would be a 10.
Okay. Fuck it. Let's go for the ace.
Fowler's going to try to dive behind one of these headstones because does not want. So I get to roll as well. So you roll your skill test, I'll roll mine. And if I get higher than a 10, that sets the new difficulty.
Okay.
He's having a bad time immediately, though, so...
Yeah.
Oh!
Oof.
So you actually don't hit a 10. Your total was an 8.
Yeah.
Now, you have luck. You can re-roll. That's one of the things you can use
100%.
luck, if you'd like to use it.
100%.
Fuck him up.
That's what luck is for. There you go. You have 14 or something. Boom!
Yeah, it's 14.
All right, let's see those 4 d8s, and we'll upgrade the result because you went for the head.
Also,
Gain. Okay, can I use my blow away feature? Gain +1 injury die per extra bullet. If you
Yes.
spend at least 3, you inflict the 2 most severe injuries.
Heck
you
yeah!
spend
You want
6
to unload? Just like
I want to unload
I
right
love it.
now.
So go ahead and roll.
Amazing.
Roll the extra. You're gonna roll more injury dice. It was I think.
So normally it's 4,
Yeah, and you're spending.
and I'm unloading all 6.
Okay, so I believe that means you roll 9 injury dice because it's 5 additional, and each one's 1 more. If I remember, I'm doing this off memory here. I forget the wording on it.
It's okay. If you spend at least 3, right? So 4 is 1.
Yep.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That does total up to 9.
Cool.
And if you spend at least 3, you inflict the 2 most
Yeah.
severe injuries. And if you spend 6, you inflict the 3 most severe injuries.
Awesome. So we're gonna roll all 9 dice and find the 3 best results, and you inflict all of those. So this is hefty. Okay, 1, 1,
2 1
3.
Nice.
So that's these all get upgraded. Lethal, 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 critical. Bah, 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 bah. You just, I mean, this is called blow away for a reason. You
Holy
turn
cow.
Fowler into a red mist of just absolutely blown away. Judge Dredd style, just toast.
And I'm just like, anybody want cheese?
So this, as an incidental, this bandit who had their hand on like their revolver just drops it. No, and the one on the ground with one hand on their leg drops their other revolver. No.
I just look. Cleveland just looks over to his right.
Yeah.
And he sees 4 teenagers, one wearing an ascot, and one giant Great Dane with them. And they're just like, oh, no, mate, no, we got taken care of. It's fine.
Yeah. So, whoops, don't need him to be enormous. So
Oh my
Fowler
God,
is
he's growing.
toast.
Oh,
Yeah. So, and this one next to you is also like, hands up.
So, are we out of initiative or combat?
No.
Fuck.
Threat turn.
Yeah.
No.
You think Peter would be done already? Come on. So you're
What do you
sitting
think he is
there
doing?
looming over this dead bandit, right? And you hear a whistling sound come over the mists. And you look into your hand, Cleveland, and you have the bandit's flute. The whistling doesn't sound like it comes from human vocal cords. Something strange and hollow about it. Next to, not far from Fowler's mangled, bullet-ridden remains, you see the dirt fall away, revealing a green glowing hole. And spectral chains fly out and wrap around Fowler's body and drag it, trailing blood, inside. The bandit next to him looks terrified. And you, Mudo and Yun, you see shaking from several nearby graves as dirt is being displaced from things underneath. And suddenly the shovel that was in Fowler's now destroyed body flies across over Yun's head.
To grand them.
And stepping out from what was empty, Yun was just in there, from this mausoleum and catching the shovel in its hand, is very clearly an actual undead thing standing about 10 feet tall, lanky and long. And
Oh, beans.
its eyes glowing, and it's surveying what is around it.
Yeah,
And you're
Hey,
pretty
y'all.
sure that that's the Bootyard Bilker.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, beans. Guys, I think it's the real thingamabob.
It's just more bandits, I swear. And I can show you.
Another Scooby-Doo villain has appeared.
And it appears, and the bandits that are surviving all look terrified. In fact, it rolls terror against everybody here. I am rolling against your grit defense.
what does that mean for my eldritch nonsense?
So you are still capable of being frightened, even in this form. This is an unholy spirit of some sort. This is not an eldritch horror. But yeah, your defenses actually don't change in horror form. So I'm rolling against your grit defense. You may use a reaction. I only got a 7. So if your grit defense is higher, the number is higher than a 7, then I don't get you. I saw you there, James. You can also use a reaction and roll a d10 and add that bonus for your grit to see if you get higher, kind of like a saving throw.
Sure.
Yeah,
Might-
you can use
might
your
as
reactions
well.
if you wish. Yeah. Oh yeah, there
I'll
you
use
go.
a reaction. I'll use a reaction.
I
So
rolled
reaction
pretty
to
poorly.
add another d10.
Yeah, well, you roll a d10 and add the bonus, and if that number is higher than your normal defense, then you use that instead. Basically, everybody has like a passive saving throw at any given time.
So I rolled a 3, so I couldn't do that reaction.
So yeah, it didn't help, but it doesn't hurt.
Okay.
basically.
Can I use a luck to
You can
reroll?
re-roll a reaction too. Absolutely. And let's grab the artwork here. Hold please.
That'll do it. Well,
There you
used.
go. So if I would succeed against you, you are strained and frightened until the end of your next turn.
And what does frighten do,
You
Peter?
low roll all skill tests,
Oh,
and your
boy.
grit defense is reduced by 1 rank, just till the end of your next turn. It doesn't take away, agency or anything of that. But as always, you could choose to like role play, that it was too much, and that's always a choice. Here, let's pop the full image here because we got it not that long ago.
Oh boy.
There is
Sweet.
the full Bootyard Bilker artwork, recently in. So that's what you guys are facing. And that is about 8 to 10 foot tall person, by the way. So
How do you spell Bilker?
Bilker? I'm gonna move that.
Okay.
The image is a little big. So yeah, the Bootyard Bilker. A boot yard, or boot hill, is a Wild West term for the graveyard. So it stands, and it clearly sucked Fowler into a grave. And then when he went inside, the grave filled itself in over him. And it looks around at Grantham and surveys, and then how many of these? It is 4. 4 tombstones, headstones, pop out from the ground and float around it like shields, floating about it, and it looks about the scene. Looks like it's taking in what's happening here. Players. Go ahead. You had a question?
Can I? Well, first you finish your sentence, and then I'd like to suggest what I was going to suggest to everyone.
Please. So yeah, it doesn't it doesn't attack anybody. It's looking around and surveying. It sucked Fowler in, and it's clearly more zombies are probably going to rise, but it hasn't. It's deciding clearly what it wants to do. That's all.
So I look at all the dead people and considering what they were doing, which is clearly against its what's the word, edicts and anathema. It's an anathema would be like desecrating graves and
It's like a
stuff
taboo.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it goes against their very core. The Bootyard Bilker, as it's trying to make its decision, I say, yeah, they were desecrating corpses and the graveyard. Bad juju. We were telling them to stop. In fact, we did it. We stopped them for you. We're on the same side. And I tip my hat.
I would like you to roll. Let's roll here. That sounds like you could use guile, bravado. That sounds like being very reasonable. Honestly, bravado would sound pretty good here.
Bravado.
Yeah, that's like taking control of the situation, right? Using strong. You're using strong, like personality. Discipline might make sense too if you're trying to like keep the situation calm. I'm really open to it. A social skill.
Yeah, I think discipline here only because I'm making the point that we're following the rules.
You've sold me. And you're appealing to what you've learned, and so I think this is just going to be an adept rank, 8 or higher.
Okay. Alrighty then.
We love to see it.
Nice.
Love to see it. So
Nice.
The Bootyard Bilker looks at you, and we will go out of turn-based play.
Ooh.
But not for the poor bandits. As more graves open up and spectral chains come out, and they are each dragged screaming into open graves. And you can faintly hear their muffled screams as they are all buried alive.
I say in and out of character
away
to the other,
Yeah.
the other players. Yeah, to everyone else, I'm like, hey guys, I didn't think that would actually work or honestly do anything. I was just being flavorful. Now let's just
No, it's good.
Yeah,
That was good,
roll with it, roll with it. So the Bootyard
Yeah,
Bilker hasn't
yeah,
said a
yeah.
word, but walks over, right? And you can tell that it didn't drag those bandits to like hell. It buried them alive.
I don't like how close it's getting to me. I'm a little nervous.
It walks over and it.
You're not in turn based. You can just dip.
Yeah, you're good. You all described how you kind of stepped away. It goes over and carefully reburies this zombie that was brought out, like almost with care, right? Reburies that one, but then it takes the jewelry from the sack that this bandit that is now buried alive had, and it shakes it, points at it, and points to you all, and then
Yun will
points out into the
extend-
world, and then it backs up and falls into an open grave.
Before it walks away, can I? Call
Yeah,
out to it?
you can speak to it. It's doing all this. We're not in turns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, sir. Okay, he's gonna say to him.
Yeah. Do it.
He points to the pan flute he has.
Yeah.
Points to it. Does he react at all?
Nope.
Sir, I have a confession to make. There are a lot of undead I have fought. A lot of bodies that need burying. A lot of bad men raising dead, as you've seen. If I could ask... you seem bound to this place, but I am not bound. There is greater evil in this world than in this one cemetery. If you would lend me your shovel, perhaps I could cleanse a greater evil than you can.
Mudo, if you put us back in, Cleveland, if you put us back into combat, I swear to God.
He won't.
I'm just asking.
I won't.
thinking
No,
the
I
same
love
fucking
this.
thing.
So I will
Just
let you
asking.
roll this. I will let you roll. Okay. So you're asking
I'm
the
just
Bootyard
asking
Bilker
the
for
graveyard
Bilker's
demon for a shovel.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll do this straight up. It's a master rank threat, so you would need a 10 or higher to convince it. But you're doing something that would be against its nature, so I'm going to increase the rank by 1 to extraordinary. You need a 12 or higher.
Okay.
Pick a skill.
I have one. Guile. I'm lying out of my teeth. I just want to hit things harder.
Yeah, you want like a cool thing. Yeah.
I want a cool thing.
Do it.
Can I use luck? Perhaps I pick up. Okay, hear me out.
I'm loving
You could say no to this. You can say no to this. Perhaps this guy's wearing jewelry, right? He was once a man. He was once walked this earth. Perhaps
The Bootyard Bilker?
Perhaps. Yeah.
The Bootyard Bilker is not wearing jewelry. Not really. It has like some tokens, I guess you could say. But yeah, no, it's here. I'll bring the picture back up now that we're just in RP mode.
Mm-hmm.
So not really wearing jewelry, I would say.
I was thinking I could use a luck point to like, I have something from a past life, like a loved one, like a wedding ring or something.
I like
That's
that.
very specific.
The Bootyard Bilker doesn't. You're not sure that the Bootyard Bilker was a man. Hard to say. We're talking folklore now, right? But I like the idea that you have a token like from the. I like this, so we'll reduce the rank by 1 if you spend the luck. You have a thing. You have a token that you will give to the Bootyard Bilker that is owed to the grave. Maybe. Oh, you know what? Maybe you have a memento from I know these Strife's character in Who Died.
I have his like heart like his or like his arm because like that got cut off maybe.
Yeah, you have a piece of him, and
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll trade that for him, and this will reduce the rank by 1 to 10.
I will even
Context,
offer.
He's also a robot, right? Like you're not just carrying around a severed human arm.
No. Yeah, it's a mechanical arm. He was a clock.
Okay.
He was a guy, but he had.
Yeah. I mean, he's still a guy, but yeah, a clockwork guy.
He
I love this. So yeah, that reduced the rank.
I will
by
also
1.
offer, just to sweeten the deal, my woodcutting axe, and I will say
You don't want that.
this. Hear me. Let me do my pitch. It's a good axe. I said, I have brought a lot of death with this axe. I have not been able to put people to death like you have. It has served me well. I feel it is tied to something greater. I feel my bad luck has brought it woe, and if it leaves my presence, perhaps it could regain its former strength. It used to be D6s, but now it's only D8s. It's my bad luck has ruined this axe.
All right, well, we'll reduce the rank to an 8 or higher. It's
All right.
adept.
Here we go.
But there will be a cost. You've offered much.
I know. Well, listen. Simply
Hit me
roll
with it.
high.
Hit me with it.
All right, here we go. That one
Just
roll.
Simply succeed, Bones.
Oh,
Yeah, it's easy.
You know what?
All you have to do is succeed. Just roll well on the dice, and that easy game.
I could roll. I could take a sip from my flask and roll higher, right?
Sure. Yeah, you could spend a consumable. Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Let's do it.
Do it. Yeah, mark one of your uses of your flask. And I would say you get to high roll, but you're good. You don't need the high roll now because you made it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you succeed. So, the Bootyard Bilker, you're standing near like a raised dais, saying he takes hold of your hand that's holding the axe, and places your hand upon the stone. And with your axe, he removes your pinky finger from your left hand. And he takes it, and he puts it under his cloak, takes your axe, and hands you the spade. This is in the book. It is in the artifact.
Can I ask him?
section.
Okay, why did that happen?
And the Bootyard Bilker points at the shovel, points to a grave. The grave opens up, and then he does this to you. And then leaves you with his spade.
Cool.
And you may go look in the book at what you didn't even know what this does, but you wanted his shovel, and it looks like that in the art. You can never wash away the blood-stained strange symbol on the shovel either. It's always a little bit fresh feeling to the.
It's like I didn't notice. It's like the handle's like a branch.
Yeah, it's an artifact. So this is a one-of-a-kind item.
What does it do?
It doesn't make you a deadlier attacker. It lets you can unbury the dead and turn them into zombies under your command.
Okay.
And other undead won't want to attack you, basically, while you hold this. If you ever lose possession of the shovel, every undead you have created by it is no longer under your control, and you cannot revert control over them. But you can read up the full entry.
fine.
Yeah. So if, like, I don't know, somebody steals it from you in your sleep and you had all your zombies guarding you in your sleep, they eat you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and
Sorry, I'm not beating the Bone Wizard allegations.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, the Bootyard Bilker, this is his spade, and he will come back for it.
Oh, it's on loan.
Yes.
Yeah, like that's the time.
That's why
You've got a
he's
time
tapping
limit.
his wand.
And he's not just coming back for the spade when he comes back for it.
Listen, Cleveland is never gonna die.
Never gonna die. And the Bootyard
Never gonna
Bilker, just for clarity, he was basically saying, find the missing. They stole stuff. Bring it back. Is his command.
Oh, okay.
Right.
We got a quest.
Yeah, there would be like a follow-up quest to this.
Would
Because
Cleveland
this is
do
where the
that?
wealth is coming from. They've been grave robbing. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, funnily enough, some people like question Fowler. You're like, nah. Say goodnight. But anyway, they use Scooby Dude. So you going back to town, you can tell Sheriff Davis. Everything you've done was in the name of the law. Sheriff Davis asked Mudo to get a posse and go do this, right? This was legit. You don't have Fowler's corpse to bring back. Because, But obviously, Mudo, your word is trusted here. Sheriff Davis will believe what you say. And that is enough to round up the remaining 100 blue here who were part of this scheme. Turns out, most of the 100 blue didn't even know where the money was coming from. They kept plausible deniability. Deerford actually had no idea. Because a lot of the 100 blue wouldn't actually grave rob. Because it's a hanging offense. And, like, you know, stealing, you know, maybe you get a little jail time, but, like, they'll just shoot you if you're grave robbing. So really risky stuff.
Damn.
But you are able to restore some peace and quiet to Jarrowtown. But all these bandits are going to have to be shipped out, right? Because you can't do the trial here. But sadly, they'd already sold some of the jewelry to traders that come in on the train.
Oh, shit.
So you'd have to go track it down. And that would be where the jumping off point to further adventure would be. And so that is the Gravedigger dig session. And we'll wrap the in-game moment. Sheriff Davis gives each of you $20 for helping her out.
Woo!
I'm so rich in this world.
I'm not giving you the $4 I owe you, James.
Yeah, and we went a little bit over the listed time. I do thank you guys for like sticking it out because we expanded one of the scenes, right, to have all sorts of nonsense, which I love.
Yeah,
That was cool.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And sadly, I didn't have it ready in time for this stream, but just to show you, we have a trifold adventure that we are going that we have made for this adventure, like a mothership, where it's just everything you need to run it is in like a brochure.
That's cool.
That we'll have these at Gen Con. That'll be fun to hand. Like we'll give you guys some at Gen Con. But it even has all the little character portraits and little write-ups. We're just not. This isn't the final, so I didn't have not ready to actually distribute yet.
That's awesome.
Peter, this was such a fun thing.
There's
Where could I get more of this product?
There's
I want
Professor
more of this
Benedict.
product.
I know. So I put a link a little earlier. There's a link in the description. So what we played today was Tales from Elsewhere Clockworld. I made this game. Some buddies have helped me along the way. It is a small operation that we do in our free time. I'm only accepting PDF pledges. It isn't done. The rule book, the rules are done. The manuscript is complete, and it is in the hand of the layout designer. Almost all of our artwork is in. We are on track to deliver this on time, which is September, October this year. At that time, we will be selling more hard copies. The final book is going to look so darn good because it's full of artwork like this. Backers, you can see that there's previews that I post of artwork that we get in. Basically, all of the Kickstarter money has been paid directly to artists. Like that's where all the money that isn't for actually producing a book is gone. Super awesome art. It's just absolutely full of artwork.
It's so detailed.
Yeah. We have different artists too. So not every art piece is going to be super high res like this because I like when books have a variety of artistic interpretations to show you different angles on the world. I love that.
I love that.
So this guy, Neri, who we have links for his socials, Dr. Neri as he goes by, does all these super high res monsters. We have much more like serene and peaceful scenes for a lot of the character creation stuff that are a totally different
I don't believe
style.
you.
Yeah, here I'll show you. Yeah, let me show you really fast. I shared with y'all in our chat about it, but like here's one of my favorite pieces that shows another version of Temaki, one of the pre-gens. Let's see if that loads correctly. So this is a cutout because this exists at the bottom of a full page. That is one of the backstory. Each backstory element, and there are 50 of them, have a piece like this, where the scene is a little bit more contemplative, or and it's more of a hand-drawn style. He literally draws by hand a lot of these pieces.
That's sick.
Yeah, and then inks them digitally. Or like, here's the piece for the backstory. So this backstory element is for if you're part of the Wazte tribe. This backstory element is basically, maybe I'll move it off the side here. This is what Cleveland is. Hit rock bottom. So there's these.
Well, I'm not a robot, but yeah. Other than that.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, we're only accepting PDF pledges, but the prices are not going to change once we get the books in. We will be selling hard copies basically immediately after all the backers get their hard copies. Got to get everybody those first. But we had over 500 physical units sold, and so it'll take me a moment, me and my friends out of my garage, to fulfill that. But yeah, that's the game. That's the game. It's very cool. I would describe it as it asks a little bit more from the player that some role-playing games do at the start to like learn the rules. There's a little bit more complexity there in the core resolution, but we don't layer a ton on top of that. Like once you learn the core and get it down, it actually doesn't feel very complex at all. It's
really not that complicated.
Yeah, low numbers. It's a lot of player-facing stuff. There's some fights where the players can almost run the fight themselves. It's almost GM-less in some aspects of it. Like you set up the challenges and the players can kind of run their turn. I really like it because I made it, but it's very fun. And if
I want to,
please,
I want to say to other potential people who might be playing this game is, I've been like, because by the way, Peter actually saw this organically in their feed. I maybe made a bit of a snarky meme about how D&D players never want to try like non-D&D games.
Yes.
This is obviously... Sorry, go ahead, Peter, go ahead.
No, yeah, and I'd say it's worth trying new games and just seeing how they fit different types of stories. Because I'm not trying to... Right? I'm not trying to make the same kind of experience as D&D or Daggerheart, right? These are super different experiences. Anyway, please proceed with your point.
So, for one, by the way, if you already play more than just D&D, you're a TTRPG player, not just a D&D player, so you don't have to get defensive about it. But the point I was trying to make was, because this is actually to their point, a lot of the comments that I got were D&D only players who said, like, I'm just tired. Like, I don't have time to learn a whole other game. It's exhausting and it's very difficult because a lot of people who've only played D&D expect every game to be that difficult to learn. I want everyone to know I did not do my homework because I have ADHD. And I, on the way to the burlesque show that I was hosting yesterday because my partner drove, watched both of these 6 minute and 45 second, one was 6 minutes and 43 second long videos to learn how to play. And in a total of about 13 and a half minutes, learned the game, grabbed a pre-gen, and kicked ass today. It is so freaking easy to learn this game, and it is like they said, very low like this is not something that you need to study for an exam to learn how to play. You can, in the course of half a D&D session, just get this game.
Yeah, it's meant to be something, because I've run it at conventions where nobody's even heard of me, right? And I sit down and Misty, you've seen the gatefolds, and I think Misty might have been using one of the gatefolds. There's even these pre-gens that we give. Oh, do I have one of them at my desk?
I have a gatefold. I would show it off if I could, but alas.
I'm seeing if
my drivers have decided they need to be updated.
Oh, it's all good. Basically, there are these free printable PDFs that have built into the character sheet how to play. Like, there's a mini tutorial built into the sheet. Sadly, I don't think I have any of the pre-gens at my desk. But yeah, there are these
literally a page, not even of reading.
Yeah, it's very simple. It is the kind of game where somebody like Bone Wizard, who really dug into it a while ago, right, even before the Kickstarter, had like built his own character, like really dug into the synergy so much so he revealed the power level of certain things that I needed to adjust. But yeah, it's really not bad. It's not like learning, if you've never played D&D, it's not like learning Pathfinder, which is very heavy. It's honestly not bad.
I only play D&D, right? I fucking love this game.
Yeah, and it makes me happy. And this is the kind of game that I would consider all the fights they were. Notice how little damage you took, right? That's the point. You're supposed to fear the injury and avoid the injury, not tank it, usually.
As you put it, Peter, it's rocket tag.
Yeah. You're trying to create a circumstance where Mudo can unload. And that's when Mudo unloads, the fight is won. But I've also seen Mudo lose arms. Like, I've seen, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen Mudo absolutely torn apart because Mudo doesn't have great defenses overall. Their metal body helps, but
and Peter, you would say that the
this isn't a several-year campaign story. This is
Correct.
like a 5-session campaign story.
Yeah, like the max I would say is probably 12 sessions. That would be like a full campaign for this sort of game. You're meant to tell shorter stories, not like just one-shots, but I love like 8 to 12 for a full campaign. That's my favorite like duration of a story. The characters never actually get more durable. Like you don't like zombies are always going to be a problem if you don't respect them. I've run this session several times and it has gone much poorer for some groups. Y'all were great. Bar the doors, get into position, shoot them through the cracks. Some people are like, I run out and get all of their attentions. Ding, ding, or something.
Yeah, you're trying to get me to do that, you son of a bitch.
yeah. I was trying to tempt you. It's definitely the fights, just like the movie, any good like horror movie, things are going great until they don't, and then the players are on their back heels, right? Well, I mean, I've not killed that many players live. I've only killed like 1, maybe 2.
Jason.
I killed Jason.
Peter, every time, this is the only session I've been in with you where you haven't killed a player.
That's
no,
true.
he didn't kill it. No,
Live,
he didn't kill
live.
anyone.
Oh yeah, I killed a player at Gen Con that you were in, right, Bone Wizard? Did I kill somebody then? I'm trying to
You
remember.
didn't kill anyone when I played. We all
Yeah.
Oh,
survived.
that's right. Yeah.
We
I
all
think-
survived against the Arizona Tenor.
I kill somebody
every time I
every 3
played
sessions.
every time I played Cleveland, except this one, someone's died.
Oh yeah, Dave Carroll. Yeah, Clem's group did really well. That group was also some experienced players, like folks that have been playing and in the community, and they tore that one apart too. That was great. But yeah, zombies
Also-
are interesting because their injuries are inhuman rank to treat, and so that means you need to get a 14 or higher to treat the injury and stop the bleeding. And so it may not be that serious a wound, but you can't stop the blood loss, and then they die and become a zombie. So they're very scary.
Also, to sing the praises of the game. Hey Peter, how you write the whole game yourself? How
Pretty
much
much.
AI do you use to write the rules?
Absolutely none. Everything,
None? Oh, well, how
no
much do you-
AI. The
yeah.
product is pretty much all my writing. Daniel, my co-designer, he has also written some of it, and he helps a lot with the design. Got to shout him out because his contribution is absolutely significant. But yeah,
Hell yeah.
neither of us use any AI. All the artwork is AI free. These are real artists that I've been working with for a long time. Like I'm just
Good
dumping
art.
money on them. Somebody did point out really quick. They're looking forward to the Grim Fantasy version. I did announce this kind of casually in I've mentioned in a few live streams. I've already begun the initial work on the next major book, which is medieval fantasy is the next setting, but not like D&D fantasy. We're talking like the Green Knight, the recent movie, like
Oh,
weird
jeez.
Arthurian horror.
The thing where like dragons kind of look like fucked up cats.
Yeah, like where if the players fight a dragon, it's more like how do we escape this, not how do we kill the dragon, because dragon fire will just melt your bones, right? So it's going to be gritty like this. I'm also really inspired by the show that's like the Last Kingdom TV show, where it is about
It's a good show.
right. Clockworld is the story of a people united against the horror, right? That's kind of the story. It's us against the monsters primarily. Medieval Madness is the code name, the in-progress name, not the actual official one. In that one, it is a world still divided by different kingdoms, small kingdoms all vying for control.
Be right
That
back.
game is pre-apocalypse. It is just on the cusp of an apocalypse occurring, where it's like, narratively speaking, you're in the final days before.
Would you say that this is a high intrigue game in that case, Peter?
Yes.
Because you're
There will
speaking
be
my language.
Yeah, there
you're
will be
humming my song.
there will be I'm penciling out some of these subsystems, but there will be siege, like ways to do sieges, ways to command units, because part of that story is do you ascend to power or help others ascend to power? Do you want one kingdom to take over? But the problem is traveling between the kingdoms is the problem is that there are, just like in Clockworld, all sorts of monsters, it's a problem. And I will be drawing on antiquity myth, and I will be drawing on the British Isles and all the folklore from the Celts and so
I
forth.
expect at least one instance or reference of a knight jousting a snail.
Yes, exactly. I'll be coming up with a ton of new original monsters, right? Super weird stuff, of course. I'll be making my own folklore, like the Bootyard Bilker is my own folklore. It's inspired by El Silbón, which is a Mexican myth, but only in that a whistling spirit that takes you away. That's kind of where the relevance ends. But yeah, it'll be horrifying, especially because there won't be clockwork replacements to your limbs so easily in that setting. So losing a limb is pretty serious. There's going to be a magic system that is not dissimilar to what Misty was doing in this session, where you have to grapple with magic, and if you lose control of it, bad things happen. Anyway, yeah, it'll be super fun. I'm going to start alpha testing that in the next month or two, because I'm off to the I've already written like 30 or 40 edges for the new game, and I'm already doing it.
Can I make a suggestion for a monster for this game?
I love hearing monster ideas.
Something based on La Llorona.
Oh,
I was really
yeah.
about to say that.
So-
Shut the up, Nico. I was about to say that.
Well, so La Llorona is from the city I grew up in. I grew up in Laredo, which is where she's
Oh,
from.
yeah.
Yeah.
La Llorona.
Is that the lady who drowns people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay, I know.
one of the folkloric inspirations for the Arizona tenor is La Llorona. It is not an adaptation, because I try not to like directly adapt too much. I'd rather be inspired by. So
Sure.
the Arizona tenor is a spirit. So the Bootyard Bilker has a physical form, right? It's like a guy. The Arizona tenor is a spirit that is born of being forsaken, abandoned, discarded in a time of need. But I've added in a different aspect than La Llorona, which is about her children. Instead, the Arizona tenor is about sickness. It is an Arizona tenor can form when somebody catches ill and is abandoned by others. It's tying in the fear of the 19th century of tuberculosis. And so...
Gotcha.
Cool.
And she can drown you in your own blood.
Oh, pleasant.
As in,
Yeah.
like, you suffocate on your own blood type of thing.
We-
It's really gnarly. But that was an inspiration. La Llorona is definitely an inspiration.
On that note,
'Cause she
I do
wails.
gotta go. I gotta get out of here.
Oh, yeah, you're good. We're just talking
that's
shop
awesome.
now. We'll wrap
Yeah,
up in just
but
a moment.
Please continue.
Yeah, but yeah, Nico,
Thank you so much. This is awesome.
Thank you, Bone Wizard,
there you
as always, for coming and hanging out. We'll play
Thank
more
you
again.
so much for DMing.
Yeah, I
Buy
really
Tales from
appreciate
Elsewhere.
it. Yeah, buy the game. Yeah.
Buy the
Later,
game.
Pat.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, Nico, it's always an interesting line when working with folklore about, do I take or do I inspire? And I'm trying to go inspire more.
I fully respect
You know
that.
what I mean?
Actually, I didn't get to comment on it because that was right when Bone Wizard decided
Yeah,
to
it's all
dip.
good.
But like, I was gonna say, I like that because also the moment you start trying to like just outright draw from, you're gonna take flack from a lot of people who are like, you're not doing it the
Yeah.
right way or in the right
Mhm.
spirit, or you're not using the right references, or like your
100%.
depiction of them doesn't line up with what I think is the ideal depiction of that. And I think that you've acknowledged. And I don't want to scare anyone if you haven't picked up on this, but that Peter is a white guy. And so...
Hence why there are
So-
3 cultural consultants on my product who are not white guys.
Nice.
Yes.
Love to see it.
Indigenous and people of color. Yeah, so I fully acknowledge I have a skewed perspective on things. And I don't know what I don't know, right? I don't know. I've read a stack of books written by indigenous authors and all, like, I've done everything, but I still can't escape what are just inherent cultural biases. So that's why you have people check your work, honestly, right?
Yeah.
It's shocker.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
Admitting the possibility of being fallible is incredible.
You will
But I was
find
just going to
this kind of
say...
nuance on every corner of the internet. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Really, it's about doing the
Yeah.
work, putting in the time, doing the work, and consulting with people who can help clean that up, because horror is best when everybody's having fun, right? Like when we're all having fun, when we've done, that's why, like, at the start, even, you know, like I mentioned, like, hey,
It
let
feels
me
safe,
know. Yeah, because going
Yeah.
to a horror movie is fun for those who enjoy horror. That's what it's supposed to be. And when certain Weird West products historically have clearly not gotten some insights from other people, it's like, I feel kind of icky sometimes with some of the stories this is attempting to portray. I don't want that. I want people to have fun. Everybody to have fun. Well, we're getting kind of waxing here. I'm very particular with the presentation of all of the backstory elements as well in the game, and the pre-gens, who they are and how they identify, is attempting to show that in reality the Wild West was an incredibly diverse place. Incredibly diverse. Something like, I forget the exact number, it's 40, it's either 40% or like 48% of all cowboys were people of color. Right? Like, this is like just facts, honestly. Especially in the second half of the 19th century, after emancipation, like, there's a ton of African-American cowboys. Tons of them. Thousands and thousands of them. Anyway. That's
well,
the
also
reality.
people don't recognize that some of the silliest words from the Wild West are just in linguistics the term is corruption, and it doesn't necessarily mean that something's like fucked up. It just means that it's been altered in a way from its original thing. But Huscow is actually a corruption of the term Huscado,
right?
Which is like jail or judgment, or judged, but jail, prison. Buckaroo is actually vaquero, which means cowboy in Spanish.
And okay, I'm so glad you mentioned this, because I have attempted in a couple places in the book to have in fiction corruptions.
Oh, really?
Yes, there's one in particular, the Damacor, that you encountered, is a corruption of a French, which is, I'm so bad at French, La Dame à Cow, which is the stringy lady, the woman of ropes, or the woman of strings. Like, it's the Damacor, right? Is like how
that's so
it
funny.
Is been corrupted, because that's how a lot of that actually worked, right? So I purposefully had an amount of that in. I had to put pronunciation guides, because, like, for example, the Wazte tribe is using Nahuatl as its source language for a lot of its NPCs and characters. And I don't expect people to know how to, even this NPC that we have art for, which we don't have on screen now, Temeki, I have to, like, when people read that, they're like, Temekwi or something, you're right, they just don't know.
Yeah.
And so it's an opportunity to also help show people these different language sources that all came into the Wild West, right? Like, the Wazte tribe is specifically northern Mexico and the American Southwest and Pueblo. And anyway, there's like cultural inspiration, so there's a little bit of Aztec in there. Anyway, so there's a ton of cool culture stuff in the book. But
if you're interested in hearing Peter yap more about this,
go to the YouTube.
He has a really cool Discord.
I do. If you ever want to play this game, we do free sessions all the time. Me and the other community members, we run something like 8 to 10 sessions a month. You can just show up. Don't even have to have bought the book. We'll give you the free playtest stuff. And either me or one of the other GMs in the community will run games. And they're writing their own adventures. Like, people are writing their own homebrew and homebrewing their own monsters, and it's super cool. So there's a link to all that down below. But it is my lunchtime now, so it's time for me to call this lovely stream to a close. I know Bone was already left. Thank you all so much for playing, by the way. I know you were thanking me for running it,
This
but
is fun.
It means the world that people want to play with me, right? And want to try my game. That's a great joy.
I'm
that's
bullying
why
my friends into it. I don't think you understand.
We'll be running some games at Gen Con, so
Yes.
Oh, and we're going to Gen Con.
Yes, I'm so. I think all 4 of us
All
on
of
this
us
call are
are,
going to be there this year, right?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
My partner and I are splitting a room with Latula, and
awesome.
I cannot wait. I would love to play a game at your table with my partner.
I'll post when the sessions are live. Me and my buddy, between the 2 of us, we're only running a total of 4 sessions this year instead of like 12, because I want to hang out a little bit. And man, it was like running 10 hours of games a day and then having to go to like after parties, and it was crazy. But,
well, I have been blowing up my social medias while this stream has been happening.
Awesome.
I posted links to this stream in various Discord servers on
Is that
Blue
who's been
Sky.
pinging my phone?
Yes, on Blue Sky as well. I've been repeatedly tagging
awesome.
all of y'all in the Blue Sky
appreciate that.
posts too. I've been pinging you guys in YouTube posts, like where you can post pictures and stuff. So I've been just like gushing in a completely platonic way everywhere about your game.
Oh, you posted in Heart of Daggers too. That's awesome.
Yeah,
very cool.
in the
Yeah, I
wrong
appreciate
channel, of course, but
it.
my
that
bad.
happens. Yeah, appreciate it. Well, yeah, and you. One last thing I'll mention about my game, and then I gotta go eat some lunch. is as you kind of saw, the point of the game isn't to make combat over super quick. It's to actually zoom in on like all the little gritty moments of the game, right? That's the goal. Something other games are trying, you want to speed it up and have the moments faster, totally fine. This one, it's about taking as long as you want and having all the gruesome details in it. And you can kind of see, we like dug into one fight and it got crazy. Anyway, thank you all so much. Time for lunch. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend, everybody.
Have fun.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
And it takes a moment, as always, for the stream to actually end when I